The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Braham High School for this afternoon's doubleheader. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in to Cool Country 100.9 FM, WCMP. We're out at again, Braham High School, for this boys and girls basketball doubleheader today. Starting it off will be the boys teams. It's Braham hosting Upsala in this doubleheader. The boys teams of those two will play first. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I think we've got a really good game on our hands here for game one. This should be a really good test because, both of these teams last year were in the section semifinal, and it was Upsala getting the victory over Braham in that semifinal to take themselves to the section championship. So Braham is certainly looking for a little bit of a revenge here in this game possibly. But if you are Braham, that can't be the sole focus either because, you've got to just go out and win this game plain and simple. So they need to be focusing up on what they need to do to get the win here this afternoon. We are in the Here's the Pitch pregame show brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are the area's premier indoor batting facility with fast pitch, slow pitch, and baseball batting cages. You can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Talking a little bit about these teams as we came in. Both these teams faced each other last year and again in the section semifinal or the subsection championship. And it was a good game for a good chunk of that game, but Upsala kind of took over in the second half, and, they really couldn't miss. I think one of their young men, who I don't know if it's the same young man, but I believe it was Riplinger last year who went 10 of 11 from threes in the second half. Yeah. Just in the second half alone, he finished with, I think it was 39 points, something like that. So a big, big game there for him. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out here this afternoon because, again, both these teams, new season, new players. Well, some new players. Braham is returning a lot of the same players from last year. But before we get into looking at what these two teams have done so far this season, we're going to go ahead and hear a word from some of our fine sponsors. And, I want to give a huge shout out to them because without them, we would not be able to bring you any of the games that we broadcast for free. It is all due to our fine sponsors. So why don't we go ahead and listen to a word from some of our fine sponsors, then we'll be back to preview this game.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Back here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP, Game Day Gilman out here at Braham High School. There we go. messing with stuff too much. But we are here at during the Here's the Pitch pregame. They have their state-of-the-art pitching machines, or you can bring your own pitcher and perfect next season's swing. So, as I mentioned, it's a doubleheader today where Braham is hosting Upsala, and the first teams to play are the boys of these two schools. And taking a look at both of these teams, Braham so far is 4-2. Upsala is 3-2 on the season. The main difference so far is the section records. Right now, Upsala is 2-0 in the section, while Braham is only 1-2. Now, this section, it might just be one of the most competitive sections in Class Single A. And we can even go into the 5. Now, both these teams, Braham and Upsala, play out of Section 5A East. There's also a 5A West. The West has grown a little bit, too. They've added a couple of teams. But looking at the West, man, it's anybody's. The top 3 are Sabika, Pine River, Bacchus, and Nevis, and those teams are all competing for the top spot in that section. So this section is going to be quite a fun one to see how it all plays out, especially as we get closer and closer to the playoffs. But we're not going to talk about that yet because we're not quite there. Towards the end of January, February, we'll talk more about that. But for now, we'll talk about how these two teams have done. As I mentioned, Upsala is 3-2 on the season, scoring 63 points per game and giving up 62 points per game. They're currently on a 1-game win streak. How it started? Well, they won 2 in a row to begin the season. They beat Brandon Evansville 61-48, then beat Swanville 78-51, which is interesting because Upsala and Swanville combine for a pretty darn good football co-op, and they're pretty competitive for the last handful of years now. But they beat Swanville, and I'm sure that's a friendly, competitive matchup, even though they probably do get after it a little bit. Then they lost 2 in a row to Holdingford and Belgrade Booton El Rosa, 2 also very good squads, but then they beat a 5A squad in Browerville Eagle Valley by only 4 points. So it has kind of been feast or famine at this point for Upsala. We see a win by 13 over Evansville, or Brandon Evansville, then a 27-point win over Swanville, but then couldn't quite score 60 against Holdingford. Unfortunately, couldn't get to 50 against BBE, and then they beat Browerville Eagle Valley, but only by 4 points. So it's kind of hard to really tell what this team is quite yet. And they've got a lofty schedule to start the new year. I mean, there is a lot of games. Now, I mentioned they only played 5 games up to this point, so they haven't really played a ton. In fact, they haven't played since December 19th, ladies and gentlemen. So they have been off for a while. If we go ahead and take a look, in fact, that was exactly to this day 3 weeks ago. It has been 21 days since they have played in a game. That meant, well, that in a game. They haven't played in a game in 21 days to this day. So they'll obviously be looking to knock some rust off, but I also want to see, hey, they've only played 5 games. Are they rested? Or did the 3-week break hurt? Did it help them? What did that do? And I also just kind of want to see what kind of team Upsala is. Last year we've seen them as a team who kind of wanted to push the floor a little bit, use their speed, and then shoot from 3. And they did that very well, especially in the second half. This year they lost a couple seniors, some key seniors from last year's squad, and I want to see if they're able to kind of recoup what they did last year and then just kind of, I don't know, replicate what they did last year, if at all. But again, kind of hard to tell what exactly this team is quite yet. But like I mentioned, they've got a pretty tough schedule coming up. They'll play Benson next Tuesday. They're a squad with a 48 QRF. Then Osakis next Friday. That'll be part of their 3 games that week. Then they've also got Mille Lacs on the schedule, as well as Royalton. Piers is on the schedule. Benson and Osakis again. Pine River, Bacchus, Little Falls, and then Browerville Eagle Valley once again, which they beat them the first time. Or excuse me, yes, they beat them the first time, but only by 4, so that one could change as well. So they've got a hefty schedule that is coming up for them. As we go ahead and take a look at what Braham has done there, as I mentioned, they're 4-2. 82 points per game while giving up 69 points per game. They're 1-2 in the section, 1-1 in conference play. How it started? Well, it started with a 9-point loss to East Central in Game 1. But then they won 3 in a row over Crosby, Ironton, McGregor, and Walker, Hackensack, Akeley. Then they lost the next one against Nevis by 16 points. Now, that Walker, Hackensack, Akeley, and Nevis game were actually part of a Nevis tournament December 19th and 20th. Again, they went 1-1, falling to Nevis by 16. And then just this Tuesday, I was able to be here for that one, New Year's Eve. I was here for that game where Braham hosted Barnum in the Battle of the Bombers, and Braham got the victory in 2 overtimes, 88-77, and now they welcome in a Upsala team who is looking to be just as competitive. So it's going to be a fun game. It should be a great matchup here between these two. I'm excited to see, both teams like to push the pace and like to score in a hurry. So we'll see. I would like to see Braham's defense, though. I know we know this team can score. I want to see their defense step up and make a few more stops because if they can, they might be one of the best in the state. And, they might be headed, and they might be the favorites to meet Nevis in the section championship. That's going to do it here for me in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. We're going to go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll come back for tip-off here on Cool Country 100.9 FM, WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP. Time for your starting lineups for the Upsala Cardinals. It will be number 1, Calvin Lenners. Number 2, Carson Primus. Number 3, Isaiah Sobiek. And number 4, Sam Laliberte, along with number 10, Austin Klein. They are head coached by Tom Ritters. On the other side for your Braham Bombers, it will be number 1, Garrett Lidke. Number 5, Tyler Eklund. Number 21, Soren Lilly. Number 23, Isaac Eklund. And number 25, Dominic Nall. They are, of course, head coached by Jeff Eklund. Those are your starting lineups here for both of these squads, and we are set for tip-off here in Braham, inside Braham High School. First game of this doubleheader will be the boys' teams. Talked about both of them. Not quite sure what to expect from Upsala quite yet, but I'm guessing somewhat similar to last year. I would assume anyways. From Braham, we know they like to push the pace. Upsala in their all-white uniforms, the red letters and numbers outlined in black. The black look almost arrows down the side of the jersey and short. The Braham Bombers, all black. The gold letters outlined in blue. The blue letters outlined in gold. And the blue stripe down the side of the jersey and short. We're underway. It's Braham who wins the tip. Tyler Eklund and company moving the ball around, trying to get it underneath to Dominic Nall. Almost too strong, but he lays it in for 2, and they're on the board first, and that is exactly the start they were hoping for. Tuesday's game didn't get off to such that good start, and they were looking for kind of a different kind of spark that night, and well, it kind of came late, but it came just in time. Meanwhile, here come the Cardinals. Oh, they lost it in the far side corner there to Laliberte. Now they'll give it on this near side. The 3 is no good, and Sobiek is going to be apparently fouled here by Soren Lilly. I don't know about that's a pretty soft foul call. So it will send him to the line for 3 shots for Sobiek. First one's good as he gets the friendly bounce. So that makes it now 2-1. That one's no good. And that one is. So 2 of 3 that time for Sobiek. And it's 2-2. Nall tries to go up with that one again. A little too soft that time. It's going to be rebounded by Sobiek. And now Upsala comes back with it the other way. Their offensive zone now with it is Lenners. Lenners will look. He'll go to the far side now to Laliberte. Laliberte for 3. That's off the mark. Dominic Nall will get the rebound there for Braham. Excuse me. Checking it underneath. Great pass from Lilly to Nall. And that connection is good for 2 to make it 4-2 Braham. Really good connection there from Lilly. Lilly is really turning into a stud. I mean, I know some people have watched him for maybe not so long, some people longer, but man, this young man, seen him play for quite some time, and it is really paying off the work that he has put in. Meanwhile, now a 3 is missed here by the Cardinals. Lidke with the rebound. Lilly will try and drive baseline. Tucks it back out to Nall, who yet again dumps it in for 2, and that makes it 6-2 Braham on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics has 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Upsala's able to get into their own offensive zone. Klein with it now. He'll give over to Primus. Primus back over to Klein. Klein looking. He'll go now top of the key to Lenners. Lenners will go on the far side, trying to find somewhere to go with it. He'll look back over to the elbow. Now trying to drive. He bounces, gives on the near side. Now top of the key again to Lenners. Lenners trying to drive inside. Pass back out. 2 to shoot. 1. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Upsala just had no clue as to how much time was left on that shot clock. And it will be a turnover in Braham. Great defense. They survive 35 seconds and get the ball back on a turnover. So Braham gets the ball back now. And on that far side, a pass to Null. A little bit above his height, but it is tipped away and rebounded here by Upsala's Primus. So Primus will come back down with it. Primus trying to drive around Tyler Eklund. Nothing doing there. So you know Eklund can really do it all. But as can this entire team. And if you're going to play basketball for Braham, you kind of have to do it all on both sides of the ball as well. Upsala, again, just trying to move the ball around, find some sort of remnants of an open shot. This shot is up and no good. Null was the closest Braham player. Eklund is going to get the rebound on the missed shot by Upsala. Back the other way. Eklund will go into the corner for 3. It's Lilly. It's no good. It's rebounded there by Sobiek. Sobiek will bring it forward. He'll give on this near side. Nearly stolen away by Eklund. Now give to Klein. Klein fakes the 3. He'll pull it down. Now he looks. Wanted to go to Sobiek at the top of the key. That's where he'll go. Sobiek back to Klein. Klein now back over to Lenners. Lenners on the far side now to Sobiek. Good movement of the ball here for Upsala, but just not finding really anything open. Meanwhile, a 3 here, and that's Primus. And, well, we've called his name a lot before, so not too surprised that he gets on the board. Meanwhile, we got a turnover here, and it's Laliberte with the steal. Meanwhile, a missed shot now is rebounded by Null, and they'll take it back the other way with the Bombers. Now I don't have to be careful of saying Bombers because, well, on Tuesday it was Braham and Barnum. Now it's Cardinals and Bombers, so you don't have to worry about two of the same mascots. Meanwhile, Soren Lilly gets physical inside and lays it in for 2, 8-5. Now our score. Meanwhile, Upsala breaks a little bit of a tight man coverage there and gets up past the timeline. Now they'll give on the far, well, close to the far side. Now on the far side here to Klein. Now to Sobiek. Back to Klein. He's going to, I thought he could have taken it from the elbow, but he instead pulls it down. Now a shot from 3 is good again from Primus. And, well, he's already making his presence felt. Ties it up at 8. Another steal here. This time it's Sobiek. Sobiek with another steal for Upsala. On the far side, Klein for 3. That's good. And all of a sudden, Upsala, what looked like maybe a slow start, they quickly erased that and now lead 11-8. They trailed the first 5 minutes, but here comes Null right back the other way. Good passing, and he drops it in. Still trailing by 1 is Braham, but it's 11-10 now. And up the other way, Primus. Primus going to try and drive baseline on Lilly. He slips and falls, and Lidke nearly had the steal, just couldn't hold on to it. And we'll get, 1, 2, 3, 4 in for Upsala. My goodness. So 13, 14, 15. As well as, is that 33? Yes. Try and get you those names as quickly as I can. As 13 is Will Schaefer. Schaefer with it. He thought about taking that shot. He'll give back outside now to 13. For 3, it's no good. Null with the rebound. I'm going back the other way with it now. Tyler Eklund going to try and drive inside. Shot is up. It's no good. This one rebounded by number 14. Again, I'll get you these names as I get a moment, but not going to be much of a moment. 13, as I mentioned, is William Schaefer. 14 is going to be Caleb Guthrie. Shot is up. No good. Battle for the rebound, and that's just it, too. Battle. Shot is good from 3. And that's from Laliberte. Or Lalibert. So we're in Lilly. The fadeaway 2 is good. Make it now 14-12. Back the other way. Drive to the basket. It is good by number 33 of Upsala. And my, oh my. Too much action for me to apparently keep up with. 16-12 is our score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Timeout called here by Braham. So while they take one, we will as well.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, 16-12 is the score. Upsala with the lead on the scoreboard over Braham. It's been a quick start for both teams. In fact, Braham got off to a really good start, and it was like, okay, this is kind of what they were looking for on Tuesday and just couldn't quite do it. But now you're into this game, and they led by, only a couple and 4 at most. But then after that 5-minute mark, or at the 5-minute mark, Upsala took their first lead, and so far not looking back, they lead by 4. Meanwhile, a miscommunication or something there because Tyler Eklund was looking for someone and it just went well off the mark, or it looked like almost no one was there really. So for Braham, it's a turnover. That's their first, believe it or not. Now this one going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say by, looked like maybe it was Nall who last touched it. He was not too in agreement with the referee. He thought that maybe it was Upsala who touched it last, but it will be Upsala. The Upsala ball is how you say it. They'll give it out to Guthrie. There's 2 of them out there, Caleb Guthrie and Quinn. Now we get a whistle and a foul here on Braham. It will be their second team foul, and this will be the first on Isaac Eklund. So they will inbound now on the far sideline here in the Braham Gymnasium. Inbound from Quinn Guthrie into Caleb. Back to Quinn now. Over in that far side corner, William Schaefer for 3. That's off the mark. Isaac Eklund can't quite pull in the rebound. It was Schaefer with the rebound, and Guthrie lays it in for 2. 18-12 now in favor of Upsala. Tyler Eklund lost the ball, may have been fouled. Wasn't quite sure. Lidke will now back it out to, well, he tried to get it to Lilly. It's a steal. Oh, and rejection by Lilly, but rebound here by Upsala. Steal by Guthrie, rejected by Lilly. Rebounded, though, by Lalibert. And then he was fouled, and that's going to be on Isaac Eklund. What a rejection there by Soren Lilly on that one. Shot is up and good here by Laliberte, and now a sub here for Braham. Lidke out for a breather. In is Elijah Belden. Meanwhile, Lalibert's second one is good as well. So Lalibert makes both free throws, and it's 20-12 all of a sudden. Wow. Change quick there, both these teams. Pass inside from Eklund to Lilly. He tried to go out for it. Now tried to give underneath to Nall. That no good. Lilly gets the rebound. +1. I know it's an and one, but hey, you got to switch up every once in a while. He gets it to fall. He'll get the and one opportunity now. Soren Lilly now for the three-point play. That foul's going to go against Quinn Guthrie. And Lilly gets the three-point play. So that'll make it 20-15. It was getting close to a double-digit deficit for them, but Soren Lilly getting physical inside, and well, they kind of needed that. Now on this near side, though, an open player was Guthrie. That's Caleb Guthrie, and now Lalibert nearly lost. He'll give out to Quinn Guthrie, to Caleb for 3. It's off the mark. Oh, but right there was Quinn Guthrie for the rebound. He missed, and it is Nall there for the rebound. Eklund will give on the far side to Belden, now to Soren Lilly. Lilly looks at the basket, trying to drive underneath, gives to Nall. Nall turnaround jumper off the backboard and in for 2. Nall has now 10 points of the team's 17. Between him and Lilly, they've scored all the team's points so far. Upsala bringing it back the other way. Quinn Guthrie to Schaefer. Back to Quinn. Now over to Lalibert. Looking to Quinn Guthrie. He'll take the shot over the defender, Belden. That's going to be no good. It's a battle for the rebound. Upsala's going to win that with Caleb Guthrie out to Lalibert for 3 again. That's going to be off the mark, and that should be Braham ball. It will be out of bounds off of Upsala. Upsala right now does have the advantage height-wise, as we will see. Looks like almost the starting 5 in there except for a couple of players. Meanwhile, here comes Braham back the other way to get the ball in their offensive zone. Tyler Eklund goes to the far side of the court. That pass inside is tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Braham as it was knocked out by a member of the Cardinals. So trying to go inside, it looked like to Nall, and well, just plenty of hands got in the way. Eklund will inbound to Lilly on the far side. Now to the top of the key to Eklund. That's Isaac. Eklund over to Tyler. Quickly inside to Lilly. Oh, physical again, but Soren Lilly drops it in for 2. It's 20-19, and all of a sudden, the Cardinals have been held scoreless the last 2 minutes. And it's a 7-0 run right now for Braham. This pass out of bounds, and nobody home there for the Cardinals. Pass missed through by Caleb Guthrie, and it's a turnover there on Upsala. Tyler Eklund will go underneath. Good look off there. Giving it back to Soren Lilly on the pass from Nall, and Lilly drops it in for 2, and they retake the lead. Well, they only didn't lead for about 2-3 minutes, but Braham comes right back and now is on a 9-0 run. This pass gets over to Klein. Klein, good look off, and now gives there to Primus, and this is going to be stolen away by Soren Lilly. Lilly, good give to Tyler Eklund for 2. Soren Lilly with the steal. Tyler Eklund with the 2, and it's 23-20 and 11-0 run now for the Bombers has forced an Upsala timeout. So while they take a timeout, we will as well. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country WCMP.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on WCMP. Many different ways you can keep up with local sports. One of them is subscribing to this YouTube channel. Just click that subscribe button, and every time that we go live with a local sporting event, you'll get sent a notification of the event that goes live, and then all you have to do is click it, and it will take you right to the live video. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember, also, we will never make you pay to watch or listen to any of our local game broadcasts. So if you see anything like that that asks for your credit card information, no, that is not us. Meanwhile, right out of the break, Sam Laliberte hits a 3 to tie this game back up at 23 apiece. Soren Lilly kind of throws this one at the basket, misses, and it's rebounded here by Upsala. I think it was Lenners with the rebound. A quick 2 is no good, and that's Elijah Belden with the rebound for Braham. Tyler Eklund will bring it forward past the timeline. He lost it. He tried to give it to Soren Lilly. It's a steal there for Caleb Guthrie. Oh, he kind of, I think, hit the front of the rim, and right behind him was Lenners to get the rebound and drop it in for 2. Meanwhile, now Braham has it back. They'll give to Nall. Nall now to Eklund. Eklund trying to go underneath to Lilly. Lilly will put up a shot, and hey, if you're open, just take it at this point. And he ties us back at 25 apiece, and back and forth we go with 7.5 to go in this first half. These two teams battling what would be the top spot in Section 5A East. We're going to get a tie up there. Tyler Eklund, what a good job to wrap that ball up and tie it up. Possession arrow, though, does face the Cardinals' way, so they'll hold on to possession, at least for this point in time. Checking back in is Quinn Guthrie for the Cardinals. Yeah, this game right now, although it may not play too big a difference come the end of the season. Maybe it will. We won't know until then, though. But right now, the winner of this game would sit alone on the top of the Section 5A East standing. So a win for either team tonight would mean first place. This shot is up and good from Calvin Lenners for 2. It's 25-20 or 27-25. Tyler Eklund was about to travel with it, so he just kind of put up a shot at the basket and it missed everything. And Belden tried to get it back, but it's rebounded by Lenners. Well, more or less stolen away. And now this pass outside, they've got Lalibert open for 3. And well, if we've we know anything from watching this Upsala team, it is you cannot leave him alone, and he makes it 30-25. So just as quickly as it was a Braham lead, it is quickly back to a Upsala lead. Now Soren Lilly, man, he was covered well, but he just says, I don't care. His shot was better. And sometimes you just kind of need to have that mentality. Hey, yeah, you might have good coverage, but I'm just a better shooter at this point. And he proved it there. Going inside, blah. They're going to get oh, no. They're going to call Soren Lilly for the foul. I'm going to give him the block, though, because I thought it was pretty clean. So I'm still going to give him the block. But they are going to get him for a foul, which will be his second, team's fourth. And it's going to send Leonard to the line for two. That one no good. Lidke will check in for Isaac Eklund. Get a couple in and out here for Upsala. And this one no good, rebounded by Lidke. So Lidke with the rebound here for Braham. Tyler Eklund takes it up. Now give off to Soren Lilly. Driving baseline gives to Lidke. Lidke turn around, lay in for two. They're trying to get other guys involved, but right now it's mainly been Lilly and Nall. And hey, if it's working, you don't fix it. Tyler Eklund nearly with the steal, and somehow Upsala holds on to it. It's Noah Ripplinger with it now. Now Lalaberti, he wanted that three. He pulls it down and says that's a smart move. Leonard's give inside, and this shot is up and good for two from Quinn Guthrie. That makes it 32-29. Apparently I can't do math. Tyler Eklund. Go inside to Nall. Nall, no basket. They're going to call it on. It should be on Upsala, I believe. Yeah. That one's going to go against Noah Ripplinger. His first, team second. Shot, they will not call it on the shot. It will be on the floor, so it won't be two free throws for Nall. Meanwhile, the inbound from Tyler Eklund to Nall. Nall just lays it in for two, 32-31. Upsala going to move up the court quickly. They'll try and give inside, but this ball is out of bounds, and it will go back to Braham. Another turnover there by Upsala. Now, I'm trying at least somewhat to keep track of turnovers, so I'll try and give you a look at what it looks like at half. Meanwhile, here comes Eklund past the timeline. Give over to Lidke. Lidke, he had Nall all wide open underneath. Instead, Soren Lilly's going to take a three. It is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by William Schaefer of Upsala. And here comes Lalibert back the other way. Lalibert going to shift towards the top of the key, then give back to Quinn Guthrie. On the far side, they'll give now to William Schaefer. Schaefer has it stolen away. Lidke with the steal. They go up the court. He turns around, give to Eklund. Oh, that's an NBA three, and it's just off the mark. And rebounded by Schaefer again. Lalibert going to slow it down just ever so slightly as he gets to the timeline. He'll kind of scan the defense, and he'll then call out a play. Now give it over to Quinn Guthrie in this near side for Noah Ripplinger. It goes long, and Tyler Eklund is going to get the rebound. Eklund pass deep up the court to Soren Lilly, and he gets by the defense and lays it in for two. 33-32 with 4:10 to go in the first half. Braham on top on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Give inside Lalibert. Lalibert trying to give underneath. And it will go out of bounds here. And it will go back to Braham on another Upsala turnover. Oh, we're going to get a substitution here for Upsala real quick before we get the inbound. And inbound goes to Lilly, and he'll give right back to Tyler Eklund. Eklund will bring it forward past the timeline, getting a screen, going to the far side, trying to give it inside to Lidke. Lidke was bothered, trying to go then inside to Nall, and it's going to go out of bounds. A turnover here for Braham. So another turnover by Braham, and this ball will go back to the red and black. Pass on that far side. Now for Caleb Guthrie to Quinn. Quinn Guthrie trying to make his move on the defender. Pass back out to Caleb Guthrie. That is just off the mark, and Lidke is there with the rebound. Deep pass to Lilly. Give back to Nall. Nall through some traffic gets it to fall. Another two there. Another tough two that time for Nall. Quinn Guthrie gives to Klein on the far side. Caleb now with it is Primus. Quinn Guthrie, that's going to be no good. Tyler Eklund with the hops, another rebound for him, and he tries to give up to Lidke, and it was actually tipped on its way to Lidke because the Upsala defender just kind of threw his hands up and went, hey, if it hits me, why not? And Lidke still holds on to it, but that was that could have been, well, it could have gone really two ways. Now it looks like in the middle of some. It looked like Braham was just kind of stuck offensively. They were trying to move the ball around, but just had nowhere to go with it. So timeout called here by Braham, and with 2:52 to go, we'll keep it here. 35-32. The Bombers trailed by 9 at one point, then went on an 11-0 run and led 23-20 before, this current run, which has been a fun one, a 12 and I cannot do math right now. 12-12 run. So 12-12 run for each side. It's been a fun first half, 35-32, lots of points being scored, but we kind of knew that coming into this one. We know these two offenses like to score points. We know these two defenses, it's more or less, hey, we're going to stop you on the run. And for both squads, though, I think as much as you maybe, if you're Braham, want to see more stops defensively and better coverage, I think at this point you're kind of okay with what's going on because at least your offense is settling into this game, and we know that this Braham offense can carry them well with the best of the best. So 82 points per game for Braham, 63 points for Upsala, but we well know that this Upsala team can score well into the 70s and 80s per game, much like Braham. Two very similar offenses anyways. Meanwhile, out of the timeout, Eklund gets it. He gives to Lidke at the top of the key. My goodness. Now back over to Lidke in the far side corner. Lidke got to try and drive baseline. Gives it back out to Lilly. 2 seconds, 1 second, nothing. And it's going to be a shot clock violation on Braham. And something that they really did not want to get in that spot because it's a turnover and you didn't even get a shot at the basket. So both these teams have forced a shot clock violation. Meanwhile, now driving to the basket, and that shot is no good. Rebounded by Soren Lilly. Lenners with the miss for Upsala. Tyler Eklund looks. He'll give inside Lidke. Good-looking shot, but it is missed. A little too strong on that one, and Lalibert gets the rebound. Deep to Klein now. Klein will sidestep three. It's going to come up well short, and no. Could not quite hold on to it, and then as Upsala got it back, they stepped on the baseline here, so it's going to wind up actually being a giveaway. And Braham now has it back. Eklund will give on the far side to Lidke, to Lilly. Soren Lilly wanted the elbow three. Instead, he'll give to Lidke in the far side corner, and Lidke for three to make it 38-32. He said, well, if you're going to give me this much space, I might as well at least try it, and he delivers. Far side, Klein with it now. Klein trying to go underneath to Lenners. Now on this near side, Lalibert, and that's going to be no good. Lidke goes up for a physical rebound. He was bothered. Now Eklund is going to bring it back up the other way. He mishandled it a little bit. Now back underneath the basket. Give to Null. The basket's good, plus the and one. I'm going to get this one on Primus. His first, team's third. Pretty clean first half as well for both these sides. 1:25 to go. Only 7 fouls between the two teams. 4 for Braham, 3 on Upsala. And Null has a chance for the three-point play. And that's going to be no good. And the rebound was knocked out of bounds by a member of Braham, it looks like. Meanwhile, Lilly going to catch a breather as he deserves. Belden going to come in for him. And Upsala brings it forward. Lenners gives it to Lalibert. Lalibert right into the middle for, Quinn Guthrie. Underneath, and it's no good for Schaefer, Rebound there by Isaac Eklund. Tyler Eklund Ball handler will bring it forward, give to Lidke. Lidke with the spin move back out to Belden, now to Isaac Eklund. I thought Belden probably should have took that shot, but they're going to make a few more moves with this ball. Give now to Lidke. Lidke, oh, he's bothered a ton, but he still delivers the soft touch to get that one to fall for two. 42-32, Braham's offense, well, is well alive, and their defense making some plays. Belden with the steal now. Eklund up the court to Lidke. Lidke for two! And this offense and defense are on the same page, and everything is booming. Well, it's not spring, but, man, this team looks like it has just blossomed into its rightful form. Good movement here from Upsala. Three is going to be good. Looking shot there from Schaefer for Upsala. And we have 10 seconds to go. 44-35. Belden drive to the basket. No good on the shot. And we are going to have about a half second left in the half, as the missed shot was knocked out of bounds, I think, by Braham. So it should, okay. It was knocked out by Upsala, so Braham's going to have a chance to inbound and kind of knock it into the basket here. Let's see what they can do. They got to be by the basket because I don't know if there's enough time to get it in and then shoot. Lidke, no! What a good opportunity there for the Bombers. Great job by Eklund to realize where he needed to go with it. Great effort there by Lidke. But that is going to bring us to halftime here at Braham High School for the first game of our doubleheader. And at the half, the Bombers lead over Upsala 44-35. What a half of play it was between these two teams. And that will take us to hear a word from some of our fine sponsors. But be sure to tune in for our halftime show presented by Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Holmes Auto Body and Glass has over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. We'll hear that and more when we come back from a word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country WCMP.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP 100.9 FM. Game day going out here at Braham High School. Again, it's a doubleheader today for Braham as they host Upsala. And in this first game, it's the boys' teams going at it. And it was a fun first half. 44-35 is the score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here at the halftime show, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones Auto Body and Glass, 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Plus, they are ICAR and ASE certified. They are even recommended by insurance companies. Be sure to let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. Going over some first half stats here for both these squads. For Upsala, they were led by Sam Lalibert. He had 11 points, hit a few big threes in there. In fact, 3 of them here in that first half. And then behind him was Quinn Guthrie with 6, as well as Carson Primus with 6 as well. He had 2 threes here in that first half. 4 for Lenners, 3 for Klein and Schaefer, then 2 for Sobiek. On Upsala, they had 5 steals, 3 fouls. Again, really clean first half for both teams. On the other side for Braham, leading the way was Soren Lilly with 17 points, then Dominic Knoll with 16. Lidke had 9 and 2 for Tyler Eklund. They had 3 steals, 2 blocks, both coming from Lilly, and 4 team fouls. Again, really impressed with how well these two teams played and did not foul. You get two teams like this who know how to push the play. Sometimes, it can get frustrating, you can get tired, and then fouls start to happen. But I've been really impressed with these two teams. They've not only been able to play a pretty clean first half, they've been able to keep up the pace. And I tell you what, it is hard to keep up a pace like that throughout an entirety of a game, let alone just one half. And both teams did a pretty good job of that. Braham got out to a good start, and it looked good. They held the lead, but then at about that, 13-minute mark, Upsala started to get things going via the long ball, and they were able to take over the lead with 13 minutes to go in the first half, and they led for a good chunk of minutes. But then came Braham, and Braham fought back, and they would go on an 11-0 run to take a 23-20 lead, which wound up turning into a 21-15 run to end the half. So a pretty darn good start and finish to this half for Braham. It was that middle part where Upsala started to get things going in their favor, and it was like, okay, what is Upsala going to be able to do, and are they going to be able to hold on to this pace, and is Braham going to be able to make a stop? Well, no to Upsala being able to keep that pace, and yes to Braham being able to make a stop. They turned it up defensively. They started playing a lot closer. You had a couple of steals in there. I think Belden had the best steal of the first half if we're looking at it just based off of action-wise. I mean, he was man-on-man with his player, and, I mean, he just completely stole that ball away right during the dribble, and just no remorse on the steal. Completely took it away, and they went down and scored, and I was really impressed by that. And, Braham does not have the height advantage against Upsala. Upsala certainly has that advantage, but Braham's done a good job of battling inside, boxing out, and getting a few rebounds late. Early on, they weren't able to do as good of a job here against Upsala getting the rebounds, but as the half went along and as they settled in and as they started to understand kind of how this game was being played and how Upsala was getting to the basket for the offensive rebounds, they kind of learned what they were doing and were finally able to correct things and make some key rebounds, and then their offense just started to roll and pretty much went unstopped here as that first half went along. And right at the end of the first half, too, is really when they started to get things going. Upsala did hit a 3 here late in the half, and then Braham had a chance to answer. They had a shot that missed and was knocked out of bounds by Upsala, and they had just about a half second left in the half to try and get a shot inbounded and up, and they did. They got it into Lidke, and Lidke was right near the net. He put it forward and just a tad off the mark. So Braham playing really good here in the first half against their team who likes to push the pace, and they're just going to outscore you, plain and simple. But I was really impressed by what their defense was able to do here at the end of the first half. Now, if their defense can keep that up to begin this first half, or the second half, and the offense can continue to run and push the pace like they have been, they could put Upsala away pretty darn quickly here to begin this second half. Now, is that very likely? No. Both teams are going to make adjustments. I'm assuming we're going to be in for much more of a shootout like we were in the first half, and I'm guessing it's going to be close, within 10 points for either side. So I don't assume that this game is going to be put out of hand by either team. I think we're in for a really good shootout type of game between these two teams, and then whoever wins is going to be on top of the Section 5A East standing. So an important game for both these teams early in the new year. That's going to do it for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors for the second half of action here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of a dollar, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Well, we're back and ready for the second half of action here inside Braham High School, the first game of this doubleheader between Braham and Upsala. Braham leads 44-35 in this boys game, and we are set to get going. Meanwhile, something we didn't get to do in the first half or in our Here's the Pitch pregame was our A&W hometown handoff brought to you by A&W of Pine City. A&W with the classics, the deliciousness, the cheese curds, the mouth-watering cheese curds. They're delicious burgers. They're root beer float. I might have to make a stop after this game. Meanwhile, to start the second half, they're trying to get it to Null again. Misses on his first shot, but gets his own rebound and puts it back for two. So Braham's going to get the first points of the half, 46-35. Now the score, and as I mentioned, we didn't get to our A&W hometown handoff, and that's what we're going to get to now because Adam Hefty is over in Mora, calling that Mora versus Howard Lake Waverly Winstead game. And at the half, Mora leads 25-15. But that was also almost 20 minutes ago now, so that has probably changed. Meanwhile, a three here for Upsala is going to be no good, and Lidke in great position for that rebound. And now they'll push the pace. Tyler Eklund up to Soren Lilly with the left hand. Just can't quite get some English on it, and it's rebounded by Primus of Upsala. And he'll make a nice pass now to Lala Birch for three. That's going to be no good. And Klein really got that rebound. That's impressive. And he'll get a chance at three. Just a flick of the wrist, and he's going to get a friendly bounce. And that three is going to fall. 46-38 now. But here comes Tyler Eklund and company. Isaac Eklund had a short window, but as I mentioned, it was very quickly shut. He'll give inside now to Soren Lilly. Lilly backs out to Isaac Eklund. He'll put it up for three, just off the mark, and rebounded. Tyler Eklund going to get it back on the steal. Puts up a shot. It's no good. This time it will be rebounded by Primus. On the far side, they'll look for three. Instead, he'll jump past the defender, get inside for the long two for Lenners. 46-40 all of a sudden, and Lidke inside lost the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will go back to Upsala. So another turnover here for Braham. We had, in my guesstimation, under 10 for sure, about 5 or 6, maybe 7 in that first half, kind of for both sides. So it was really a really clean first half in many facets in the first half. Meanwhile, Upsala moving the ball around very well, but just not finding any open windows to shoot from. And now in the far side corner, they'll give it back. Here's Primus, and that three is going to go long. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It will go back to Braham. Isaac inbounds to Tyler. And Tyler works on the far side. He wanted to go to Lidke, instead gives to Isaac. Lidke, nothing doing from three. Now inside turnaround jumper for Lilly. It's going to come up short, but there's Null again. And kiss off the glass is no good. Rebound, going to get to Primus. Primus with another rebound here for Upsala. Now gives it to Lenners. Lenners, we got a foul somewhere. I think we got on Braham. We did. We got it on Isaac Eklund, his third. Again, 7 fouls between the two teams in the first half. 4 for Braham, 3 for Upsala. A foul early on here for Braham. 15 minutes to go in half number 2. And Upsala again trying to move this ball around. Lalibert backs it out to Quinn Guthrie. In the corner now, looking for it. No, instead they'll give now to Primus. Lenners trying to get by one defender. Can't get past Null, but somehow put enough magic on that one to get it to fall. Make it 46-42. Tyler Eklund fakes the pass inside. Then as he gets into the corner, turns around, gives it to Lidke. Lidke wanted to drive, nothing doing, gives out to Eklund. Eklund now goes to Lilly. Lilly, he thought about looking inside, just nothing doing that time. Soren Lilly can't quite get that one to fall, and it's rebounded by Lalibert. Now they've got a man wide open underneath, and it's Lenners, and that makes it 46-44, and it is a 9-0 run to begin half number 2 for Upsala. Well, they have come out and, man, have just made a statement here in the second half. So an early timeout here by Braham. So we'll take one as they do as well back in 30 seconds.
If you're going to stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Back on WCMP 100.9 FM. As we are in the second half, it has been, well, so far all Upsala. It's a 9-0 run. 9-2, rather. But a 9-2 run here for Upsala to begin half number 2. And, well, actually it would be a 9-0 run. Yeah, because after the 2 made by Braham to begin the half, it's been all Upsala. So, yeah, 9-0 run. I was right. I just got to be more confident. 9-0 run, though, to begin the second half. And obviously less than ideal if you're Braham, but you got a chance to turn things around now to the timeout and get things going back in your favor. Meanwhile, Soren Lilly has it now to Lidke. He's left alone for 3. Why not? He's going to come up just a little bit long, and Lalibert with the rebound. Upsala has now found a little bit of room to maneuver, and inside, that shot is up and good from Noah Ripplinger. We're tied at 46 all of a sudden between Braham and Upsala. And now Isaac Eklund can't quite hold on to the pass from Soren Lilly, and it's going to be a turnover here for Braham. Ball goes back to the Cardinals. Oh, what a second half. It was a fun first half, but this second half has been all up. So meanwhile, this shot is no good, but then slapped back in to Guthrie, Quinn Guthrie. That should have been Braham ball, but not the case. Lalibert with the shot, no good. Tyler Eklund with a physical rebound. Now to Lilly. Lilly inside, he falls. Shot is no good, and Lalibert, I guess, going to draw the foul from Soren Lilly. Should be his third. And Coach Loy, or Coach Loy, that's the girls' coach. He is in here though. But Coach Eklund arguing that, hey, my player was on the ground and he was just trying to get back up, but Lalibert tripped over him. So I think that was the issue there. Meanwhile, we got a foul here on Upsala Lalibert, team's first of the second half. We're tied at 46 with 13:06 to go. Tyler Eklund gives in this near side corner to Lidke. He'll give to Isaac now. Back to Lidke. Lidke wanted to either drive or shoot. Meanwhile, he'll give inside to Lilly. Mishandled it, but he still gets inside. This shot is good. Soren Lilly finally gets the Bombers back on the board. And it's 48-46. They retake the lead. Meanwhile, good pass here. Now going to try and drive. Shot is up over Null. No good. Then the rebound there by Schaefer is no good. And Null is going to get the steal on this near side corner. Lilly gets the pass. Gives to Lidke. Is he going to try and drive? No. Give back out to Lilly on the far side for three. That rattles out. We need a foul here on Braham. That's going to go against Lidke. They're calling for a push. So Upsala will get it back. Ooh, almost a travel there on Upsala, but he got that ball away just in time. Meanwhile, inside shot is up good, plus the and one that time for Caleb Guthrie. And now Upsala has a chance to take the lead for the first time in, well, some time. Foul goes on Dominic Null, his first team's fourth already. Caleb Guthrie, no good on that free throw. Rebounded by Lidke. Lidke going to take it all the way. Shot is no good. Rebounded there by Caleb Guthrie. Long two is good by William Schaefer, and all of a sudden Upsala's got momentum. 50-48 now. They have the lead. Lidke, apologize, I bumped the camera, but Lidke makes the three, and he says, all right, we got to get something going our way. And you could just see the relaxed look on his face as if to say, all right, we've got this, and we're going to make things happen, and just need to breathe and look at the basket. And meanwhile, we get a hard foul here on Braham. Didn't quite mean to, but just the way the offensive player was almost kind of moving out of control a little bit, and that's kind of why that foul happened. Inbound will go quickly to this near side. Now Quinn Guthrie has it. Trying to get around the defender. No, that was Lilly. This shot is up. No good. Quinn Guthrie gets the rebound for three. It's no good. And it's Lidke with another rebound. He'll drive forward. Looks at one defender. Gets by him. A little bit of a layup. Gets the touch he needed for two. 53-50. Yeah, if you've got momentum like Lidke just had, there's no point in stopping and trying to make a pass or force one. Just shoot it. Meanwhile, back the other way. Shot here from Caleb Guthrie is good for two. 53-52. Pass on this near side to Soren Lilly. They're going to get him for the foul. They're going to get Lilly for the extension, and he's got 4 fouls now all of a sudden. Coach Eklund going to leave him in there, though. Now he'll bring Isaac Eklund in. So Soren Lilly will have to sit for at least a little while with the 4 fouls, and that might not be so good for Braham. I mean, Belden and Isaac Eklund, though, should be able to do their part. Meanwhile, a steal here for Tyler Eklund. He's going to try and make a play himself, and he says, hey, don't worry, Soren, I got you, man. And he gets the steal plus the 2. Makes it 55-52. Eklund trying to make a steal. He's going to wind up almost working against him. Schaefer with the 3. That is no good. Throw back inside. Going to wind up being a rebound here for Upsala. Upsala kind of, although they've been moving the ball, it almost looks like their offense and offensive players are kind of moving a little erratically, just almost out of control. And it looks like they're, just looks like they're hurrying things a little too much right now. Meanwhile, Braham is going to get to inbound. It'll be Isaac to Tyler. And Tyler right at the timeline. He's trying to make something happen now. Give it to Litke in this near side corner. He'll dribble out of it. Wanted to go to Isaac. Right back to Isaac. He had the three, but that window closes quickly. The fadeaway three, no good. Rebounded by Lalibert. And Lalibert, they will bring it up. Give on the near side. And they'll move the ball around again. Eklund not fooled by a couple kick fakes by Lenners. Meanwhile, a drive now from Schaefer. It's no good. Lidke with the rebound. Here comes Lidke with a ton of momentum moving forward. He stops, turns around, looks, give back to Isaac. Eklund now to Tyler. He's got Belden in this near side corner. That's where he goes. Belden going to try and drive baseline. He lost it. And it's going to go back to Upsala. So they're nearing the same amount of turnovers in the first half with just in nearly a half a play. So that'll be something to keep an eye on if you're a fan, because Braham struggling right now with some turnovers. I think they're both teams moving with the same pace, just not quite able to score as well. Meanwhile, this three from Upsala's no good. Lalibert with the rebound. He's fouled. 7th team foul now on Braham, and I think this is going to go against Belden. It will. So Belding picks up his first, team 7th, and it's a 1-1 now for Lalibert. Shot is good on the first one. This one good as well. Lalibert makes 2 of 2 on that free throw trip. And it's going to be a timeout here. Not sure by who, but it's going to be a minute timeout. And while they take one, we will as well.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Cool Country WCMP 100.9 FM. Braham leads over Upsala on the scoreboard 55-54. Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Their board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Plus, they will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, you can ask about some financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. Find out more at embracemn.com. So out of the timeout, Braham has the ball back. It's a 1-point game. And again, moving the ball around, but just can't quite catch the defense off guard. Meanwhile, this pass was tipped. Belden right there. Good awareness of where that was going to be. Got a 3-second violation. 3-second lane violation here on Braham. It's another turnover, and with that, I think they have matched their total from the entire first half in just 9 minutes. And now Upsala with a chance to take the lead again. Lalibert from, oh my goodness, from 3, and he absolutely drilled it, but Lidke comes back the other way, drops it in for 2, draws the and 1. Well, Lidke was not about to let that lead stick. He comes back with 2 and possibly and 1. And I think they got this foul there on Sobiek, which would be his first, team second. And now Lidke with a chance for 3-point play. This one no good. So Lidke will only get the 2. Another rebound here by Lalibert. He's got 7 on the afternoon. Here's Primus. Give to Lalibert. Now to Caleb Guthrie. Guthrie, nice move inside, and he drops it in for 2. And it's now 59-57, Upsala. Tyler Eklund looks, gives over to Isaac. And they haven't found much open here in the second half. Meanwhile, Lidkey get back out to Isaac for 3. It's going to be no good. There's Nall, though, and Nall with the rebound and 2. And we're tied at 59. Drive to the basket is good for Primus. Had a couple of bounces there, but he got it to fall. 61-59, and all of a sudden here's that pace we saw in the first half by both teams, especially in the scoring department. Lidkey's shot is good as well. Possibly could have been a foul. Gonna get I guess a technical foul here on Belden for something. So Belden gets a technical foul. Not sure on what. Meanwhile, Lalibert will shoot, and he misses the first. And he will miss the second. So, hey, free throws did not hurt him that time. But again, it's a technical foul there on Belden, and I'm not quite sure. I tried to listen in on maybe the conversation between coach and ref. I thought maybe he said something about the call or something, but I'm not going to speculate too much. Meanwhile, Soren Lilly is back in for Belden with about 7.5 to go here in the game. We're tied at 61 apiece. And Quinn Guthrie to Caleb Guthrie, and Caleb hits it for 3, 64-61. Soren Lilly's going to come in and pop off a 3. It's no good. Lidkey, almost got the rebound instead. It's Nall, and Nall will put it back for 2. Well, they need more of that, but they need it more consistent, but they'll take the 2 right there. And Nall fell. I'm not sure. I didn't see that he really kind of was hit or anything. I think he just maybe slipped or I don't know. Looked like he almost got hurt. Well, 2 is no good. Rebounded here by Quinn Guthrie. And Lalibert's going to put up a 3. That's no good. I think he rushed that one. Seems like he's been rushing it, trying to get into some sort of rhythm, but hasn't quite been able to do so. Tyler Eklund going to get around 1. Puts up a shot. It's good. It's not going to count, though. Yeah, not going to count. Foul there. I think they're going to get Quinn Guthrie for his second, which would be the team's 3rd. Refs will come together, and I think they're going to talk about, well, not sure what they were talking about. It was a quick 2-3 second conversation, and it's back to action. Isaac will inbound to Tyler, and now give back to Isaac. Isaac on this elbow near side, driving into the corner. He's got Soren Lilly. He'll underhand it to him. Back to Isaac. Isaac open for 3, a little bit long. Tyler Eklund somehow in position for that rebound, and he puts up a shot. It's no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. I think they got this on Lalibert, his second. And Eklund will shoot 2. First one's good. So that ties the game at 64 apiece. And Tyler Eklund drops them both in. Tyler Eklund may not be padding the stat sheet score-wise tonight, but he's certainly doing his job elsewhere, and they've needed it. Drive inside by Caleb Guthrie. He actually had that ball tipped out, and it's going to be stolen away by Soren Lilly. Tyler Eklund will push it up to Soren Lilly. Soren backs away, trying to get around the defender. He lost it, and that will be going back to Upsala. A little bit of frustration being shown here by Braham as they again, give up yet another turnover. They have the lead, though, 65-64. 5:45 to go. And a drive inside by Lenners. He was looking for Schaefer, and Schaefer was at the top of the key, and the pass went to where Schaefer was. And they just kind of look at each other and go, what were you doing? Well, what were you doing? So a little bit of confusion there. Meanwhile, Braham will get it back after that turnover. And Lily's left alone from three. Oh, and he misses. Well, you won't usually miss that wide open. Caleb Guthrie with the rebound. On the far side, Schaefer gets a screen. And the three is in and out. Lilly with the rebound. Tyler Eklund quickly up the court here to Lidke. Lidke wanted to move quick. He'll give inside to Lilly. Lilly can't quite get the friendly bounce, and it's rebounded by Primus of Upsala. He's going to change directions, go to this near side. Lalibert, he's found a lane. Going to drive inside. Shot is no good. Rebound, Null. Well, Null had to use all of his reach on that one. Here comes Tyler Eklund. He lost it, and, yep, he stepped on it. So Schaefer did actually, let's see, will they call it? No, they're not going to call a change of possession, so the clock will say. So it won't actually be a turnover. I didn't think he held on to possession long enough. So Braham will hold on to it. They will inbound. Tyler Eklund will inbound to Lidke, and Lidke is good. Plus he draws the N1. So Lidke draws the foul. He's got a chance for the N1 opportunity. This will be the fifth team foul on Upsala. And I think they've got it on Lalibert, which is his third. Lidke trying to make it three. And he does. So Lidke makes it a three-point play. It's 68-64. They've given themselves a 4-point cushion. Definitely want to build on that. And both teams, although not the same as the first half, and, oh, Lenners lost it out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Braham. Upsala will inbound. They've got a man almost right underneath the basket, but Klein had that ball tipped away by a member of Braham. I think it was Null who actually got a piece of it. Klein now trying to get around one defender. Nothing doing there, so he gives back to Primus. Outside three. Oh. Going to get a foul here on Lidke. It'll be his second, team's, ninth? And now Guthrie will shoot a 1-and-1. They say it came after the shot. It was he was just kind of turning his back to him, and they say he got a little too much. I think, I don't want to sound like I'm talking bad about Quinn Guthrie, but I think he did a good acting job a little bit. Again, not that he wasn't fouled, but I think he leaned into that foul a little bit. I think he did. Leaned into the falling down part. Meanwhile, this ball was tipped. Isaac Eklund gives it up on the tip to Klein. And Lalibert tries to float one, but it's no good. Rebounded here by Lilly. Tyler Eklund looking. He'll give in this near side corner to Lidke. He almost lost it. And now trying to find somewhere to go with it on this near sideline. Almost a turnover, but he does just get it off in time to Isaac Eklund. And, man, they keep the ball, but with 21 seconds to go on the shot clock, timeout called by head coach Eklund, and while they take one, we will as well.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
And we're back. 68-66. Bombers on top of the Cardinals here. But as we continue to move along in this second half, this is still anybody's game. This is also the first game of our doubleheader here. Boys playing first, and then the girls will play after this. This pass trying to go to Null, and Null just could not find it. He had no idea where it was tipped to. He looked behind him, he looked over him, and it wound up coming down right beside him, but it does go out of bounds. Last touch by Upsala. Inbound to Lily. We're going to get a foul on Braham. Going to get a foul on Null. His third, team's 10th, and now that's dangerous for Braham because you're going to put Upsala at the free throw line with any defensive foul. Upsala moving the ball around. Just, again, trying to find something open. Meanwhile, who's this foul going to be on? It's going to be on Upsala. Lidke with the steal. It's going to be a 1-and-1 now for Lidke. It's the 7th team foul now on Upsala, the 3rd there on Guthrie. And as Lidke, no, there's not going to be a 1-and-1. So didn't quite have possession enough for that foul. Or is it their 6th? It looks like it's their 16th foul. Looks like I'm wrong. Lidke will put up a floater. It's good for 2. 70-66. Braham. 4-point cushion once again with 3 minutes to go. Leonard's trying to get around Lily. Lily has to back off defensively. Nall there defensively as well, and Lidke gets the rebound. Lidke has made some noise on the boards here this afternoon. Tyler Eklund will go all the way across court to Lidke. He thought about 3 a couple times, had to pull it down. Now he'll pull it down again on that far side of the pass from Lily. Soren Lily gets one defender to miss, drives inside, and drops it in for 2. Now, Soren Lilly has not done as much here in the second half as he did in the first because of those fouls, but he makes an important basket there to make it a 6-point difference. Here comes Upsala back the other way. Lidke forces the defender to miss. Eklund, that's Isaac Eklund with the rebound. Quickly up to Garrett Lidke. Lidke spin move inside. Shot is up and good, but it's a travel. Nasty looking spin move by Lidke, but unfortunately, a call for the travel. 2:18 left. Difference is 6. Timeout now by Upsala. Well, at this point in the game, they've got 3 left, so they'll now have 2. This is a big timeout, and we're going to go ahead and save my voice for game 2. We'll take one as well.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Back here on WCMP, the last 2+ minutes of this game coming our way as this timeout expires. Exactly 2:17 left. It has been a good one here between these two teams. Braham currently with the 6-point cushion, but there's definitely still some work to do before the game finishes up. Upsala has it out of the timeout. Leonard's with it, trying to decide where to go with it. He got it over to Lalibert. That was almost too high, but he brings it in. And now Guthrie over in the far side corner for 3. It's no good. Lalibert going to somehow tip the rebound to himself. Now a shot here from Caleb Guthrie inside. Does not get the friendly roll. And somehow it's Schaefer who gets the rebound. Another rebound there for Schaefer, and is Null going to come up with it? Yes, Null does come up with it for Braham. That's a big-time rebound, and that possession there for Upsala took a lot of time off the clock. Not that 6 points is going to take you a minute and a half to get, but as this game goes along, those seconds are going to make the huge difference. Soren Lilly tried to go for three and said he'll give it inside to Null. Null going to bully his way inside, kiss it off the glass for two, and that will certainly help in putting this game to rest. It's not over yet, though. 1:10 to go. And Lalibert gives here to Caleb Guthrie, to Schaefer now, over on the far side to Primus. Gets a screen, puts up a three, that's off the mark, and Null, great position for that rebound, gives it to Tyler Eklund. Now under a minute, it's an 8-point game, and Braham is slowly on their way. Now past the timeline, Tyler Eklund gets it, he gives back outside to Soren Lilly. They're just trying to drain off this clock as much as they can. 15 on the shot clock now. Soren Lilly will give over to Lidke. Lidke to Tyler Eklund, and now over to Lidke. Lidke decides, hey, I'm going to drive. And, tried to give it back outside, but here comes Lalibert with the steal. Lalibert will take it up the court. They got to score quickly, though. They're not moving too quick. 22 seconds ago, they'll pull up from two. That's going to be no good, and that will pretty much seal it. Soren Lilly with the rebound, and that is going to do it. So Soren Lilly with the rebound, and the Bombers are going to get the victory here in the boys' game, 74-66 over Upsala. That will be the final. 74-66, the Bombers with the victory over the Upsala Cardinals in the boys' game of the doubleheader. Coming up next, we will have our Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame show, so stay tuned for that. But after that, we will have our girls' game of the doubleheader, as the girls will play Upsala. But we're going to go ahead and get to our Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame show, and then we'll be ready for that girls' game of the doubleheader. But first, a word from our fine sponsors.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Well, that's going to do it for our first game of the doubleheader. The Braham Bombers beat the Upsala Cardinals 74-66 in that boys game. Taking a look at who led the way for the Braham boys, it was Dominic Null with 24 points. Then Garrett Lidke with 23, 21 for Soren Lilly, and 6 for Tyler Eklund. A double-double for Dominic Null as he had 24 points and 11 rebounds. 8 steals as a team, 2 blocks, and 14 total fouls there in the game. It was a pretty good game there for Braham. Again, in the first half, got off to the start they wanted to. Then things started to go Upsala away. And then, as Braham was down, they went on an 11-0 run to take a 23-20 lead. Now, Upsala did take a lead at one point, but Braham got it right back, and they ended the half on a nice, 21-15 run to lead 44-35 at the half. Then coming out of the halftime period, oh boy, it was all Upsala. It was like, oh man, is Braham going to lose this one, or are they going to give this lead up? Well, they did, but then Braham came right back, took the lead, and never looked back. It was close for a little while, but it was Braham holding on to the lead for the victory, 74-66. And they piled up some fouls there, but they did not come back to haunt them as they get the victory here in the first game of our doubleheader, 74-66. So the Braham Bombers get the victory over Upsala, kind of avenging their section semifinal loss from last season against Upsala. Now, I don't know if it's fully avenged because, well, this is still a regular season game, so I'm sure they would have liked for this to have been playoffs. But either way, the Bombers get the victory and move to 5-2 and will keep sole possession of first place in Section 5A East standing. So that is what is good for Braham. Meanwhile, if we go ahead and we'll glance at what is coming up for the Braham boys team as we go forward. They will continue play next Tuesday at home as they get to host Pine City. Pine City not quite having the year they would like, but they're growing and they're continuing to grow as the season goes along. And I think they're a pretty competitive team for continuing to grow. But they will have that game again next Tuesday against Pine City right here at home. So that'll be nice for Braham. They'll get a nice stretch of home games here as they will host Pine City next Tuesday. But then next Friday, they go on the road to Aiken, and that will end next week for them. They'll have 3 the week after at Carleton, at Rush City, and then on Saturday, they'll play the Mille Lacs Raiders at Target Center. So a pretty cool opportunity there for them. So that is going to do it for Game 1 of our doubleheader as Braham gets a victory over the Upsala Cardinals in the boys' game, 74-66. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to go ahead and get ready for Game 2, which is the girls' teams going at it. And then we'll come back and kind of preview both the girls' teams. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors on Cool Country WCMP.
If you're going to stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. If you're joining us from that first game of the doubleheader where the Braham boys beat the Upsala Cardinals, well, thanks for continuing to stay tuned in. If you're just joining us and you're ready for the girls' game of the doubleheader between Braham and Upsala, well, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. We're here during the Here's the Pitch pregame. We're, yes, going to do that once again because, well, we can't shout out our fine sponsors enough. So great to have our fine sponsors on, and I want to give them a huge shout out because if it weren't for them, we would not be able to be out here in the first place. But then we wouldn't also be able to bring you these games for free. So huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast. So here in this one, the Braham Bombers and Upsala Cardinals girls teams will be going at it. As we take a look at these two teams coming in here to this afternoon's game, we will take a look at both these here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. They are the area's premier indoor training facility. You can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or bring your own pitcher. They have training facilities, batting cages, and even live instruction. Get your team trained at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. Be sure to call in, too, because, they fill up quick for training spots. So if you're looking to get in there and get your team a training spot, be sure to get in there as quickly as you can. And make sure to call because those slots fill up quickly. So now that we got that taken care of, let's take a look at both these teams coming into this afternoon's game. For Upsala, not quite the team that they have been known to be so far. Right now, 1-6 on the season, 0-1 in section play. Of course, the section is 5A East, in which both these teams play out of. Quick look at the standings. BBE is on top of that section. We're used to seeing them up there. They're 7-2 and 1-0 in section play. Then it's Braham at 5-3, 3-0. Ogilvie is right there at 5-3 and 4-2. East Central's there 3-3, 2-1. Then Hankley Finlayson at 3-6, 0-2. Mille Lacs at 3-6 as well. Upsala 1-6, Swanville 1-5, 0-2 is St. John's Prep. Surprised they've only played 2 games so far this year. That's unfortunate for them. But as we take a look at this section, Upsala towards the bottom. Unfortunately, they are 7th in the 5A East standings. Right? Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. So they are 7th in the Section 5A East standings at 1-6 overall, scoring 45 points per game and giving up 69 points per game. So that is what they points per game wise it looks like so far for these two squads. As we take a look at their schedule and their losses and their lone win. It was a 4-game stretch of losses to begin the season where they lost to Little Falls, a very good 3A school who the last couple of years has really come out as a really good basketball spot. They lost to BBE, the number 1 team in the section, by 30-plus points. It was a 30-plus point loss to Little Falls. Then a small 5-point loss to 6AA Holdingford before losing by 24 to Malacca. But that was before getting their first win against 6A opponent Benson. That was a 33-point win. But then it's been really tough sledding since. 2 6AA teams, 2 losses. 72-39 loss to Royalton and a 70-26 loss to Foley. Foley and Malacca, man. Whew, they're on another level. But I don't know if there would have been many people who would look at Section 6AA and say, who are the teams to beat? I think people would say, well, probably, maybe Royalton, Sauk Center, and Albany. I don't think many people would have saw that it was Foley and Malacca, but there are people who did, and for those people, they know that, well, these are the 2 teams that deserve to be there. And Foley and Malacca, man, they have been slowly but surely building as these seasons have gone along. But for Upsala, struggled to kind of get things going offensively. And if we take a look at their roster right now, only 2 seniors on the squad in Sierra Bensi, and then you've got Hannah Heeson. The only 2 seniors. Otherwise, there's a couple of juniors. The rest are freshmen, couple sophomore, but then a couple of 8th graders mixed in there as well. So it's a very young team this year for Upsala, which doesn't always necessarily mean a lot of inexperience, but it does here this year. They have a lot of inexperience on this year's squad, and they're hoping that they can grow as the season goes along, get back to what they're used to being. But just this year, just a little bit of a youth movement and a lot of inexperience. But that's how you continue to grow as a program and get better. Is sometimes you just kind of get I don't want to say a reset, because I don't know if teams would ever want to use that, but kind of a nice little refresh, if you will. And then you get an infusion of youth, and that youth becomes the next, starting group for the next 4 or 5 years, and then they grow, and by the time they're their junior and senior years, well, then they're back to what, they've been known for. So I'm sure that they will get there at some point in time, but this year just not where they've wanted to be as of yet, and, well, it doesn't get any easier. They will play Verndale, who has about the same QRF as them, but then they have to go to Osakis, who is a very good 6AA team. Then they also have to play Piers, who is another very good AA team. They have to play Osakis again, and then they got to play Kimball, who is a very good AA team. They got to play Pine River Bacchus, Brandon, Evansville, and Ogilvie, who may not have the QRF that other teams do, but I'll tell you what, they're still a very good team. They also got to play Benson again, who they did beat, so they might have a chance at a couple more wins here on this season, but it's more of a growth year here for the Upsala Cardinals. We go throughout this Here's the Pitch pregame show. Taking a look at both of these teams as we talked about the Upsala Cardinals. We're going to shift our focus now to the Braham Bombers, who are second in the 5A East standings behind BBE. Braham is 5-3 overall, 3-0 in section play. They're scoring about 57 points per game while giving up 43. Neither of those numbers are where Braham wants to be. They want to be closer to that 37 points per game given up number, and then closer to 65 points scoring per contest number. As of right now, not quite where they want it to be after 8 games. But the plus thing is they're 3-0 in section play, 3-1 in conference play, and 5-3 overall. They started with a win over Mayor Lutheran, then lost to Hillcrest Lutheran Academy. And then it was pretty good because they went on a run of 4 in a row, beating Ogilvie, Mille Lacs, East Central, and Holdingford, whom Upsala lost to. But then it's been tough sledding since. They lost to Crosby Ironton almost by 30 points on the road, and then they lost at Malacca by 15, who Malacca, again, very, very good defense, a very stingy defense at that. So that was a good game between those two teams, but they have lost these 3 games, and in those 3 games they've lost, it's been the offense that has really struggled to get going. You look at their wins, and all their wins other than Mayor Lutheran, they've scored at least, well, I guess there's 2 in there that they haven't scored quite 60, but they've been close enough to 60 to say they've scored almost basically averaging 60-plus in their wins other than, again, Mayor Lutheran and Holdingford. Those are the only 2 wins that they don't have that they haven't scored at least 65 points. So you look at it and you wonder, where's the offense gone? You've got, again, a really good returning group for this team. I mean, you look at last year, and a lot of people are back. You talk about the Gollies. You talk about Morgan Rysdam. You've got Jenna Beck is back. That's who I was looking for. Sierra Lilly, she's here, and she's now a sophomore, but she played a little bit on their JV and varsity team. And when you've got Emily Davis, another one of those players who's coming back from last year. So this team has some really good returners, and the offense, man, last year, they did a really good job. So the question is, where has it all gone? And I think I don't want to say they're still trying to find their identity, because I think they very well know who they are. But I think it's more or less of, okay, let's make sure we kind of cement that identity and finish what we started last year. And maybe it's, the mentality part of it, where they're thinking a little about it. There we go, about a little too much. And now it's getting in their own heads, and they're thinking too much about it. I couldn't quite tell you, but I think for Braham, I think they know what they got to do, and they'll continue to make the corrections as they go along. And their season doesn't get any easier either, as after this game, next week, they'll have 3 games, by the way, 2 on the road. They'll go to Pine City, then they'll host Aiken, and then they'll go to East Central. None of those 3 games are gimmies, by the way. Those 3 teams are really good. Now, you might say, well, Pine City isn't quite having the year they want either. No, but they're still pretty high up in the section as well. They're in the top 8 in their section. Aiken, also another team that's pretty good. East Central, you can't count them out either, because they're, yes, a young team, and they've got some youth, but let me tell you something. East Central doesn't seem to matter what kind of year it is for them. They always know how to be a thorn in someone's side, and I'm sure they'll look to do that again. But then the stretch comes where they got to play North Branch. They've got to go to Mora. They've got to host Ogilvie again. That could be a different game. Then they've got to go to Mountain Iron Buell. They've got to go to Proctor, go to Mille Lacs, go to Foley, host Pine City, and then they finish it up with a 3-game stretch of where the QRF might not show how good those teams are, and the records might not, but they're still going to be playing stingy teams at the end of the year, where they'll host Hinckley, Finlayson, and Moose Lake, and then they'll go to Barnum. So this entire season, while the record may not show exactly how good this team is come the end of the year, I still think they'll be one of the top 3 teams in the section rankings. But let me tell you, they have purposely made this type of schedule to make sure that, hey, when they get to the postseason, they're battle-tested, and ain't nothing going to stop them. And I like that mentality there for Coach Loy and the staff as well, because you're not going to beat the top team in the section by just playing a cupcake schedule. And now they haven't in years past. Let's put that to rest too. They haven't, but I think the only way you grow and become better and know, hey, how do you win these games that they lost last year or even in the section championship is playing these types of teams, and they have scheduled plenty of them this year, and I cannot wait to see what this Braham team is able to grow into, especially come the postseason. But we got here this afternoon game again Upsala. That's going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame show. We'll be back for tip-off here on WCMP.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Aero Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Aero Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Aero Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Aero Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation. in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, getting ready for game 2 of this doubleheader. It'll be the girls of Braham and Upsala going at it. Now the starting lineups for Upsala. It will be number 0, Emily Ripplinger. Number 2, Morgan Ripplinger. Number 11, Madison Gable. Number 12, Alexa Pilarski. And number 15, Zoe Lenners. They are head coached by Kyle Bushaw. On the other side for the Braham Bombers, it will be number 2, Avery Schockman. And it will be number 4, Emily Davis. Number 5, Mackenzie Gawley. Number 14, Morgan Rysdam, and 44, Jenna Beck. Those are your starting lineups here tonight for both of these squads as we get ready for game 2 of the doubleheader. Again, a young squad here for Upsala. Very much veteran squad for Braham. It will be Beck and Lenners at center court for the tip. Zoe Lenners stands 6 foot. Beck 6'1", and the tip is won by Upsala. So they're trying to get and work it inside. Jenna Beck nearly gets the steal, but it's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Jenna. So we'll stay with Upsala. Inbound, top of the key there to Lenners. She's going to fake and now drive and then give here for a short 2. It is no good and rebounded there by Emily Davis. Davis is going to give it on the near side to Schockman. Schockman will drift to the top of the key, give on the far side now. Back to Davis, Davis. They need around the defender. Wanted to go back inside to Beck. Nothing doing there. She'll give to Beck inside anyways. And they'll find a way to Mackenzie Gawley, who puts the first points on the board, 2-0. Deep inbound here to Lenners. Lenners going to try and drive, back it out now to Emily Ripplinger. That ball is stolen away by Morgan Rysdam. We'll be saying her name a lot this afternoon, and she puts it up and in for 2. Very talented athlete, and she's a 3-sport athlete at that. Meanwhile, here comes Upsala back the other way. Lenners' shot is going to be no good. Rebounded there by Emily Davis. Davis going to try and take it all the way, and she does. Drops it in for 2. 6-0. Braham pushing the pace early on here. They're going to pressure on the full court press. Timeout called by Upsala. Full court press put on there by Braham. Timeout called by Upsala, and it'll be their first. They'll be left with 4. And it will be a, I believe, 30? So we'll keep it here. 6-0 is the score. That's some great tunes playing this afternoon in the gym, I might add. And both teams will work back out onto the court. And Upsala will inbound. They'll start in the backcourt with Emily Ripplinger. And being bothered, it's going to be Morgan Rysdam with another steal. Take it all the way to the basket for 2 again. 8-0. And again, they'll put pressure on. They'll double up one player, and now it gets to Emily Ripplinger. She's got some room. She'll give it back outside here to Gable. Gable will drift to the top of the key. Want to give on this near side. Instead, she'll try and give over, but it's another steal here. This time, Emily Davis with the steal. They'll work it to Jenna Beck inside for 2. A 10-0 run to begin the game for Braham. And now giving it outside here. Fake shot from... That's number 10, and now number 12 with the 3 is Alexa Pilarski. So 10-0 run to start the game for Braham. It's 10-3 now. Number 10 for Upsala is Hannah Heeson. Well, there's a shot. And it's good. Didn't quite catch who that was, but that was Beck for 2. Well, this shot from 3 is no good. And rebounded there by Emily Davis. Here's Schockman now driving. Defended well. She'll go inside, now back it out to Rysdam, and she just prevents that from being an over and back. Give now to Davis, back to Rysdam for 3. Quick pull is no good. It's rebounded by Heeson of Upsala. And nearly stolen away by Golly. Trying to go underneath to Lenners. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Braham. It will stay with Upsala. Meanwhile, checking in now for Braham is going to be number 31. Of course, that is Lauren Lennes. Emily Ripplinger will look to inbound. Trying to get around. That's going to be 5 seconds. So a 5-second violation on Upsala on the inbound. Great job there by the Braham Bombers defensively. Lennes inbounds to Davis, and Davis will give on the far side now to Schockman. Schockman being patient with it, top of the key. Now back to Schockman. Going inside to Rysdam. It's a long 2 from Golly. That is no good. Rebounded there by Heeson. And now she'll give it off to Pilarski. And this is stolen away by Mackenzie Golly. And she drops it in for 2. 4 steals already here for the Braham Bombers as they lead 15-3. Good full court pressure put on. And Avery Schockman nearly gets us another steal there. Knocks it out of bounds. It will stay with Upsala. Bringing it up the court now is Pilarski. She lost it. And as she lost it, she went over and back. So it's another turnover here on Upsala. And Braham will get it back on the inbound. Lennes to Davis. Davis now to Rysdam. Rysdam to Davis. Wide open in the near side corner, but pass just a little too far off the mark. And now the pass from Davis to Golly goes over her hands. And now the ball will go back to Upsala. Inbound here to Pilarski. Pilarski over to Emily Ripplinger. Ripplinger gets through some traffic. That ball rolls to Madison Gable for 2. Well, it's not conventional, but it works. 15-5. Quickly up the court. Rysdam inside to Lennes. Back outside. Schockman. She wanted 3, but defender got there in a hurry. Davis now on the far side. Being patient. Spin move inside. Give back out Golly. Golly going underneath to Rysdam. No good, but she was fouled. So she'll go line and shoot dos. This foul going to go against Zoe Lenners. Which will be her first and the team's first. That one is good. That one's good as well. Rysdam hits them both. And it's 17-5. But Upsala going to move the ball quickly up the court. Nearly lost it. Here's Emily Ripplinger. And now Pilarski. Trying to go underneath to Lenners. Lenners, good grab of that one. Steps back underneath the basket and drops it in for two to make it 17-7. Good pass underneath to Golly. Now to Lenez. Back outside Rysdam. Quick. Nope. No good on that three. Rebound by Heeson. And now good passing here. Emily Ripplinger gets it. Trying to go underneath again to Lenners. Nearly fouled. And she's fouled there. They're going to get, I think, that one on Rysdam. Which will be her first and the team's. So Lenners will shoot two now for Upsala. First one, no good. And checking into the game is Bridget Golly, along with Ava Kunke. That one is no good as well. Rebounded there by Morgan Rysdam. Mackenzie Golly shot no good. Rebounded here. I think that's Mackenzie Golly. Rysdam going underneath to Lenez. Backing it out, Ava Kunke along two, off the mark. Rebound here by Lenners of Upsala. Trying to go past the Lenners, but that's just too hard of a pass that time, and it goes out of bounds. Ball will go back to Braham. Another turnover there on the Cardinals. And Bombers take it up. Bridget Golly with it now. She'll go to Mackenzie. Mackenzie on that far side. Right underneath to Rysdam. That long two, a little too hard on the shot. Pilarski will get the rebound. But Rysdam takes it back and trying to give it underneath to Mackenzie Golly. And it's going to be, no, Golly held on to it. Nearly a steal, but she held on to it. Now a two from the free throw line for Rysdam. It is no good again. Pilarski with another rebound. Being bothered by Rysdam. Now she'll give it up here to Gable. Gable pauses, gives back to Pilarski. Easton looking to set a screen as Pilarski moves, trying to go underneath to Lenners, and it's stolen away by Lenez. Driving to the basket, Bridget Golly. That one got blocked out of bounds by Upsala, so Braham holds on to it. Mackenzie Golly gets a breather. Genevieve back into the game. We'll get a sub here for Upsala as well. Number 5 will check into the game. That's Emily Weichman. Rysdam from 3 is good. We got a whistle and foul, I think, on Rysdam again. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. Her second. So she'll catch a breather now. An inbound for the Cardinals. 20-7 is the difference. Emily Ripplinger quickly up the court, and Beck knocks it out. And it will stay with Upsala. So Upsala will get to inbound. They'll go to Weichman. Weichman nearly had it knocked away by Lenez. Lenez bothering her defensively. Now she'll give to Heeson. Heeson trying to go underneath to Emily Ripplinger. Shot is up, no good. Lenners with the rebound and drops it in for 2. Now that is Emily Davis up with it. Davis trying to get around one defender. Spins back the other way. She'll give to Lenez. Stands at the top of the key to Kunke now. Over to Golly. That's Bridget. She'll put up a 3, just short. And a rebound there for Lenners. 20-9 is our score. And this ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Upsala for an inbound opportunity. This time they get it inbounded to Pilarski cleanly. Lenners up the court quickly. Getting it up over the defenders. Shot is no good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it will stay with Upsala. Inbound to Lenners right away, right over to Emily Ripplinger for 3. That is good. And all of a sudden, the Cardinals have got a little offense working. Braham moves it up the court quickly, though, and now all of a sudden, slowing it down. Give to Beck. Beck trying to go underneath, but Lenners was right in the passing lane and gets the steal. Now to Heeson. Heeson fakes the shot, goes underneath. Now out here to Pilarski. Spin move inside. Oh my gosh. Jenna Beck just stuck her palm out there, blocked it and stole it all in one. Now a shot here for 2 is good from Emily Davis. Makes it a 10-point lead once again, 22-12. And here comes Weichman back the other way. And she's fouled. So go on Jenna Beck, her first team's third. Schockman and Mackenzie Golly back in for Kunke and Beck. And Emily Ripplinger will inbound. Trying to go underneath the Lenners, nearly stolen away by Bridget Golly. It'll be knocked out of bounds, and Braham will get the ball back. Knocked out there by Upsala. Bridget will inbound to Emily Davis, and Davis looking, gives over to Schockman. Schockman gives to Lennis, back to Schockman. We'll go all the way inside to Davis, and the pass there to Mackenzie Golly off the mark, and then to Bridget is off the mark, and it's going to wind up being a steal here for Pilarski, and Pilarski is going to try and work towards the basket, and then they're going to call a foul here. They're going to get it on Emily Davis. She does not agree with that. Not too pleased with the call as she was getting up. Checking back in for Heeson is going to be Morgan Ripplinger. Inbound by Pilarski goes to Emily Ripplinger. She finds a way to underneath the basket. It is no good. Lenners gets the rebound, and then the ball is going to go out of bounds. Again, last touch by Upsala, so Braham will once again get it back. Lenez inbounds to Davis, and Davis brings it briskly up. She'll give it now to Schockman. Braham got things going early on here with the scoring, but since have cooled off a little bit, and the fouls, although there's 4, the fouls just have really kind of been coming at bad times. Now we're going to get a foul here on Upsala, which will be their second. And that will be the first on Emily Weichman. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. Doing my best. 8:26 to go here in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Inbound to Mackenzie Golly. Davis thought about 3 and said she'll drive in for 2, just off the mark. She was leaning one way, and that momentum kind of carried her, and that ultimately is the side she missed on. Now, pass to Morgan Ripplinger. Pulls it down, gives to Weichman, now to Emily Ripplinger. Over to Pilarski. Pilarski to Lenners. Lenners has been making some noise inside. Gonna get a charge on Lenners. Great job there by Bridget Golly to be set up in the perfect spot. So Lenners will pick up her second, team's third. They will get a sub. Gable will check in for Lenners. And Davis will bring it forward once again. Give now to Bridget Golly. She'll work it over to Schockman. Schockman at the top of the key. Just trying to set up the offense. She'll go to the far side now to Lenez. Now to Mackenzie Golly, over to Schockman. Schockman, an extra long 3 is good. Avery Schockman on the long 3. That's good from college range, then some. This ball knocked out by Schockman, but Pilarski got it back for Upsala, getting through a couple of players before a timeout is called here by Upsala. So while Upsala takes a timeout, we will as well. We'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestart combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood. And you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back on Cool Country WCMP. We're here in the second game of our doubleheader where the Lady Bombers are leading over the Cardinals of Upsala, 25-12 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. You can find out more at embracemn.com. 7.5 to go here in the first half of this second game. Braham leading. Meanwhile, we're going to get nearly a steal, but Upsala somehow gets it back, and now the shot is up. No good because of a travel. Yeah, that looked a little chaotic there, but they did get the foul call, or the travel called, excuse me. And Davis will once again bring it forward. Emily Davis gives on the near side to Bridget Golly, looking underneath the Shockman. Shockman guarded well. Now double team, gets through the double team, and then the pass out to Emily Davis. I don't know if it got bumped or if it slipped out of her hand, but just went off to the side, and Davis could not grab it in time, and it will be a turnover. So now Upsala going to try and bring it up the court. Mackenzie Golly, knocks it out. Couldn't quite get enough hand on it to keep it in line for her to get the steal, but does enough just to force Upsala to inbound again. Inbound is nearly stolen away by Davis. And is that Pilarski? It is. She'll look to give on this near side to Gable, and Gable drops it in for two. 25-14. Shockman looks, gives to Lenez. Lenez to Shockman again. That long three in the far side is no good. Davis with the rebound. She'll go again to Shockman. Ooh, she wanted that long three. Drives baseline, draws the foul. Couldn't get it to fall, so she'll shoot two. That foul's going to go against Madison Gable, her first, team's fourth. And Shockman will shoot two. That one no good by Shockman. Rysdam and Kunke in for Bridget Golly and Lenez. And Shockman good on the second. So Avery Shockman hits one of two free throws that time at the line. 26-14 is our score. Inbound again, nearly stolen away. You got Davis and Rysdam bothering the player who received the inbound and nearly created another turnover, but that one's going to go out of bounds, and Upsala will hold on to it. Inbound to Pilarski. She's done a good job of kind of breaking the press and getting up the court, and she does that time. That shot, no good, rebounded by Mackenzie Golly. Here's Emily Davis with it. Emily Davis cuts to the far side, now gives to Shockman. Shockman will go underneath, and Mackenzie Golly left all alone underneath the basket and drops in the easy two. 28-14, just a really good recognition there by Braham. And again, Emily Ripplinger being bothered, double team. She gets through it, works to the other side, and she is fouled by Shockman. And Shockman just working on the defender that time, but unfortunately got a little too aggressive that time, and that will be Shockman's first, the team's fifth. And Lenners will check in for Morgan Ripplinger. Pilarski will get set to inbound, does to Lenners. Lenners turn around, shot off the glass is good for two. 28-16. And here's Davis with it, gives it over to Shockman. Shockman, she is not afraid to pull the trigger from that far out. She is well okay with that. Rysdam will chuck it inside to Davis. Davis lost it, bounce outside to Shockman. Shockman, good job by Davis, just grab that one back. And now Shockman, the long three, that time is going to miss. It'll be Lenez and Beck to check in for Shockman and Mackenzie Golly. Inbound nearly stolen away by Davis, but Pilarski is able to hold on to it, and she's going to take it all the way to the basket. Beck got a hand on it. It's no good, and Beck is actually going to get the rebound as well. She'll give it up now to Rysam, who lost it. She keeps it in front of her, though. Now back outside to Lenez, to Kunke, now to Beck. Beck will go back inside to Lenez. Ava Kunke, that will find its way over to Davis. Now Lenez for a 2, and that is good. Lauren Lenez gets her first points on the board to make it 30-16. Pilarski up on this near side, guarded by Davis. Now all of a sudden going to be double teamed by Davis and Rysdam. She gets it underneath to Lenners, and it is knocked away by Beck. No, not stolen away. Pilarski gets it back and drops it in for 2. Oh, man. What should have been a steal winds up being an easy 2 for Pilarski. And now Braham does have it back, though, offensively. Rysdam's just going to take that 3 from long range. That one's going to miss. Ava Kunke almost got there, but Heeson with the rebound. Here comes Upsala back the other way. They're feeling it. Emily Ripplinger inside, throws it at the basket, and gets a friendly roll, and all of a sudden it's 30-20. Trying to go inside to Beck. Beck will give it outside. Davis, wide open 3. Oh, just off the mark. Rebound for Emily Ripplinger. Ripplinger, 2-on-1. Oh, is that not travel? Wow. Did not get called for the travel. Davis will get the rebound. Davis will quickly give it up to Rysdam, and they're going to get Rysdam on the travel. Oh. Well, not many mistakes like that happen in a game for Braham and young Rysdam. Well, not young Rysdam, so she's a junior, but still, you don't see that happen often. It will be a full timeout here by Braham. So while they take one, we will as well.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back on Cool Country, the Lady Bombers lead Upsala here 30-20 with 3:49 to go in half number 1. Timeout called there by Upsala. They'll be left with 3. Braham has 4. Meanwhile, inbound here to Pilarski. It's been a pretty good game so far. Early on, it was like, okay, Braham's going to completely run away with this one, but slowly but surely, Upsala's been chipping away at that lead. Now a pass inside is that is just well advised, and Emily Davis has the easiest steal of her life. She'll give it to Rysdam. Rysdam, they're going to have a lot of young ladies around her. Beck going to take the long 2, comes up short, and it's rebounded by Lenners. Lenners will take it up herself. Going to try and use the speed to get by the defenders, and this is knocked out of play. And 3:18 will be left. So we'll stay with Upsala as it was knocked out by Braham. Emily Ripplinger will inbound. Looking, scanning the defense. She's got to get it in. She just does in time. Gets it over there to Madison Gable. Gable will hand it off now to Pilarski. Now to Heeson. Heeson then gets covered up real quick. Pilarski gets it back. Trying to go inside to Lenners. Beck gets the tip. Davis gets the steal. Davis, jump step, go inside to Lenez. Now to Ava Kunke for the 2. It's no good. Rebounded by Emily Ripplinger. And now she's going to try and bring it up. And she does. Past the timeline. Now gives it over to Pilarski, who nearly had it stolen, then a late whistle for a foul. It's the 16th foul here on Braham. And who will it be on? It's going to be on Emily Davis, her second. Meanwhile, Kunke and, Davis and Beck will sub out. It's Schockman and then Mackenzie Golly into the game. There we go. I figured it out. Gable will give to Pilarski now. Upsala again with an inbound. after the foul there on Braham. Heason with it, trying to get around a couple of defenders. Goes back inside to Lenners. It's stolen away by Morgan Rysdam. That's her fourth. Morgan Rysdam, will she take it all the way? She tried to, but as she went forward, she actually got a little bit too out of control with her movement because she lost the ball there. She got it back and then drew the foul on Heason, which would be her first, team's fifth. But, yeah, she lost a little bit there. She almost gave that ball up, but it's a good job to track it down and get it back. Meanwhile, Rysdam hits the first one. And that's something that if you're an opposing team, you don't want to do is send Rysdam to the line. She's pretty darn good from the line. I don't know her career percentage, but it's well over 70% from the free throw line. And, of course, just as I say that, she misses. Well, I apologize to Miss Rysdam. She can absolutely blame me for that one. The old announcer's jinx comes into effect there. Meanwhile, Gable for three for Upsala. It is no good. Rysdam with the rebound. And she'll take it, give it underneath to Lenez. Oh, beautiful pass to Mackenzie Golly for two. What a pass from Lenez to find Golly streaking to the basket, and Golly just finishes it off. That was all due, though, to the two assists. The one from, Rysdam, then the other from Lenez. Oh, and then a three here. Is that Pilarski? It was Pilarski. Takes a three because she was open, and why not? 23 now for Upsala, 33 for Braham. Lenez gives over to Schockman. Now inside Lenez, back to Golly. Set up right underneath, but she has no chance that time. 1.5 minutes to go now in the first half. Schockman will give to Rysdam. That's going to be long, and it's going to miss everything. Well, Rysdam just seems to be a little bit rushed on her shots here this afternoon. Does not quite have the same touch as she has had in previous games, or what seems to be every game. Seems to be a little bit off. Now, meanwhile, this ball going to be stolen away. It is Lenez with the steal, and she gives it up to Rysdam. And Rysdam takes it to the basket for the easy two, 35-23. Emily Ripplinger is double teamed. She finds a way to get it to Gable. Underneath to Lenners. Lenners has the height advantage, and she pays it off with two. It's 35-25. Rysdam comes back the other way, give underneath to Rysdam, or to Lenez. That ball is no good. Rebounded here by Lenners. Now to Pilarski. She lost it. It was knocked out by Lenez, and Ava Kunke will get credited with the steal. Underneath to Mackenzie Golly. Lenez drops it in for two. Good job just finding her outlet there. Now with 20 seconds to go, Upsala will try and take the last shot. 37-25. That ball was tipped, stolen away by Mackenzie Golly. Over to Rysdam, back underneath Mackenzie Golly, puts it up. Shot no good. Well, they had plenty of time. Not sure what she was thinking there. That shot going to be rebounded by Pilarski. Now Pilarski will take it. Emily Ripplinger has that one blocked by Morgan Rysdam, and she wasn't going to chuck it. Morgan Rysdam with a block to end the half, and our halftime score on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard reads Braham 37, Upsala 25. So both teams really picked it up here at the end of this first half and got into a rhythm offensively, and we're in for a really good second half here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited, but that is going to do it for the first half of play. Be sure to stay tuned. After a word from our fine sponsors, we will have our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just 2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12 packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP at halftime, the Lady Bombers lead Upsala 37-25. Take a look at the first half stats. For Upsala, leading the way for them was both Zoe Leonards and Alexa Pilarski with 8. Then you had 5 for Emily Ripplinger, 4 for Madison Gable. Rebound-wise, though, it was Leonards with 7 to lead the team. They had 2 steals and 5 fouls. On the other side, for the Braham Bombers leading the way was Morgan Rysdam with 12, 8 for Mackenzie Gawley, 4 for Schockman, Davis, and Lauren Lennes, and then 2 for Jenna Beck. 5 rebounds for Emily Davis to lead the team. They had 13 steals, 2 blocks, and 16 fouls. So a really good start to this first half for Braham. As I mentioned before the break, I thought maybe that Braham was going to just really run away with this one, and that was not the case. They got off to a really hot start, and it was like, okay, here we go. They're off. They're already leading by double digits. It's like, okay, now they're going to be able to put this game away well before half, and it's going to be a lopsided victory. And that just simply wasn't the case. I think things started to slow down for Upsala, and they started to get things going offensively. And we had a couple of possessions that were empty for both sides, as you do in a game. But it was just a really, really good job by Upsala. I'm really impressed with Upsala and their ability to make the comeback they did. And they were down by a lot, but they got that lead back within 10. And it was like, okay, now we're in for a game. Now it looks like we'll be able to. It'll be a lot closer than I originally thought. And Upsala was able to keep it close. They hit some really big shots. They got a couple of big threes there in that one. They did a really good job of being aggressive at driving to the basket, which is not easy to do if you are any team. You've got Jenna Beck inside, then you've got Rysdam, and both of those players obviously can get the steals and know how to make a difference inside. So Upsala, but they realize, hey, Rysdam and Beck are not out here. let's attack. And they attacked inside right when they needed to, and it made a difference. But it wasn't just that. They continued to do it even with those two in the game, and I was just really impressed at their fearlessness, because there are a lot of times where Rysdam and Beck can change a game just themselves, and Upsala was not worried about it. They continued to battle, and it made a difference excuse me, for them there in that first half, and now it's only a 12-point difference at the half, and excuse me, it really could have been a lot. It really could have been 47-57 points for Braham at the half, but Upsala did a good job of tightening down defensively and just making some big plays that they needed to there in that first half to keep it close. And then again, just some really clutch shots. For Braham offensively, it seems like they do a really good job getting everything set up, and they work the ball inside, and they've got some shots, and they do a really good job. But it just seems like on a couple of these trips and empty possessions, it seems like they've been rushing things just a little bit too much, and it's like, man, if you take it just a second or two more, you might be able to have a better shot. And there's been a couple from Rysdam where she's missed, and it's like, man, I feel like maybe she could have at least had an opportunity to hit a couple more. There was a couple that it looked like she definitely rushed, and it wasn't just her; it was other players as well. Where it was like, man, it seems like if they could have at least taken, and realized, hey, okay, I've got an opening, I can take a breath or two, and then put my shot up. Feel like they could have, tried to do that a little bit more. So there were a couple times where it felt like they rushed things just a little bit, and if they can settle it down here in the second half, I like the pace. I think they should keep it up, but I think if they can make sure that they understand that they don't need to rush things offensively, that they kind of control the pace, they'll be just fine. Well, that's going to do it for our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show here at halftime. They have over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road, plus that state-of-the-art facility. And they are also ICAR and ASE certified. That Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. I'm going to save my voice, so maybe I have one here in the second half. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Well, you might be saying to yourself, Ethan, I thought you were going to take a break, save your voice for this half. Yeah, I was. But we have an A&W hometown handoff to get to because, well, over and more, that game concluded, a while ago at this point. But Adam F. was over in Mora today as Mora girls hosted Howard Lake Waverly Winstead. And for our A&W hometown handoff, brought to you by A&W in Pine City. A&W has mouthwatering favorites like cheese curds, root beer, or mushroom and Swiss. Be sure to head on over to A&W in Pine City for the classics. But Mora was able to get the victory over there in Mora over Howard Lake Waverly Winstead, 64-49. So Mora girls continuing to improve on the season. So that does it for our A&W hometown handoff, brought to you by A&W in Pine City. Remember, go over there for their classics or just the all-time favorite, a root beer float. A&W in Pine City. Second half coming your way. 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll leave you with a smile you embrace forever. Plus, they believe the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. Braham will start with the ball. Emily Davis will get things started. She'll direct traffic. Give it over to Morgan Rysdam for three. That's going to be just off the mark. Jenna Beck trying to get the rebound back. She does. Then gives underneath to Rysdam for two. Well, that is big thanks there to Jenna Beck because she fought for that rebound to get it back for Braham, and they wouldn't have had it if it weren't for Beck that time. But got three here from Heason. It's no good. Rebounded there by Mackenzie Gawley. We do have a new young lady in for Upsala we'll get into in a second. Nice pass from Morgan Rysdam. to Mackenzie Golly. Golly does miss, but she's going to line and shoot 2 anyways. Foul there on Lenners. Meanwhile, in the game is 23 for Upsala, and I don't have that number. I apologize. That shot is up and good from Mackenzie Golly, and the second one off the mark. So 1 of 2 there, but Rysdam is going to go after and get the rebound. Mackenzie Golly gets a pass back inside. Now Emily Davis for 3. That's good. Davis makes it rain, and it's 43-25. I said 23 checked into the game. It's not a new player. It's just a new number. So Emily Ripplinger is in the game wearing number 23. She wore number 0 originally, so she either tore that jersey or there was blood on the jersey. So she had to switch, and now she's wearing 23. So if there's any Upsala fans or you're just curious, number 23 for Upsala is now going to be Emily Ripplinger. That changed there. Meanwhile, a turnover here on Upsala as they pass that ball well over the intended target, and now it's Mackenzie Golly over to Rysdam, back to Golly, inside to Schockman. Rysdam, 3 off the mark. Beck with the rebound. Bullies her way inside, just misses, and Lenners is going to get the rebound. Pass deep up the court now to Gable for 3. That's off the mark, and Rysdam will get the rebound. Quick up the court. Rysdam, she lost it inside. That ball is going to be stolen away by Gable. And now we get a double dribble here on Gable. So the ball will go back to Braham on the turnover. Schockman will inbound to Mackenzie Golly, and Schockman will take the 3 from the corner. It's no good. Mackenzie Golly tried to reach for that 3. She reached back as far as she could. Go gadget arms there. But unfortunately, a little too much momentum pulling it back in, and it sent it flying out of bounds. So now this inbound is going to go out of bounds. Schockman's going to keep it alive, and I think she would have been better off just keeping that one and letting it go. But it's going to be Jenna Beck who's going to get the steal. Give to Emily Davis. Drives to the basket for 2. 45-25. And with that, get a timeout here by Upsala. Might be my saving grace because, man, I am struggling here. Back after from fine sponsors.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on Cool Country, WCMP 100.9 FM. Braham leads Upsala 45-25. Quick 8-0 run to begin half number 2. It'll be Upsala to inbound after the timeout. And inbound goes to Pilarski, up to Lenners, and then they tried to get it to Gable, and just too far. It's out of her reach, and it's going to be a turnover again. Braham will get it back. They've kind of turned on the pressure here early on, and out to a 20-point lead already. This pass inside, stolen away by Morgan Ripplinger. Only an 8th grader is Morgan Ripplinger. And this is going to be a foul on Schockman. She's not too pleased with that foul call. It's her second. Team's first of the second half. Inbound will go to Pilarski. Pilarski looks for her screens, not going to get it. She's just going to take it all the way on the baseline. Then she stops, and I think that kind of hurt her because she would have kept driving. She would have been right under the basket and have a chance for a shot. She gives to Lenners and then right back to Pilarski. Now on this near side to Gable. No good on the 3. Beck was going to be there for the rebound, but it was knocked out from behind by Lenners. Braham will just let it go out of bounds, as it will be their ball anyways. Emily Davis gives up the court now to Shockman. Shockman to Mackenzie Golly, excuse me. Now underneath to Shockman, and Shockman, good position there on that one. She drops it in for 2. 47-25. This ball going to be stolen away. Shockman and Emily Davis combine on the steal, and Rysdam hits for 2. Now Morgan Ripplinger trying to get around the defense. She looks, tries to go with a deep pass. She does find it to Heeson for 3. It's going to be no good, and Rysdam will get the rebound. Finds Avery Shockman underneath, and unfortunately she steps on the baseline as she tried to pick up that ball. Got away from her a little bit. Lauren Lennes will check into the game for Beck. And that's the thing with Braham. They've got a couple of players on the bench that can also come in and get it done, and that's what you like is to have some depth as a team. And while maybe not the deepest they've ever been, they've got some depth. Meanwhile, this drive up the court is quick, but it is no good on the shot. Rysdam with the rebound. She stops, pulls it back out, give inside, trying to go to Emily Davis. She tries to give it back outside now to Lennes. Now over to Davis. Davis will take the shot from 3. It's no good. And Lennes on the far side will get the rebound and gives now to Shockman. Shockman looks to Davis once again. Going underneath Lennes. Lennes, no good off the top of the glass. Rebounded by Mackenzie Golly, and then a 3 from Shockman. In the face of pressure, Shockman gets it done, and it's 52-25. Morgan Ripplinger trying to get around the defender, Shockman. She gets around one, gets around another, going to try and drive inside. The shot is blocked and stolen away, both by Rysdam. She'll bring it forward. Spin move inside. Shot is up and put some English on it to drop it in for 2. 54-25. Now here's Emily Ripplinger trying to get around Davis. Gets into a double team, gives it off to Gable. Gable trying to get around her defender. Wanted to give to Lenners, but she traveled, yeah. Stingy defense there from Braham. Bridget Golly will check in for Shockman. And here's Emily Davis. Bring it forward, gives to Bridget. Bridget will go back to Lennes. Now to Davis from 3. That's off the mark. Rysdam gets the rebound. And now she'll give to Davis. Davis gives out to Rysdam for 3. That's good. Well, you don't got to hit them all, but when you hit ones like that, you make it look easy. Upsala has it in their offensive zone. Oh, everybody on defense backed away and gave her an easy shot from 3. She misses, and a shot there from Gable misses, and now it's a chance for a steal for Rysdam, who gets it and drops it in for 2. One of the things that is so impressive, on plays like that, you'll see a lot of times people are falling or they're tripping out of bounds or their momentum is carrying them. Now with Rysdam, she has such good control. Wow. And while I'm talking about her, Madison Gable says, hey, we got some plays too that we can make. She makes a 3 with the hand right in her face. Nice job. Mackenzie Golly and Lennes pass it back and forth as if to say, hey, you take it, hot potato. And it works because that leaves Morgan Rysdam wide open for 3. What a really good play between those two. Just really good job of noticing, hey, I'm open, now you're open again. And then we find Rysdam, who's wide open, and she gets a 3. It just looks funny because it's like, oh, it's hot potato. But then it works out, and now we're going to get a whistle here. Another violation on Upsala. 62-28 is the score. And getting ready to check into the game for Braham will be number 21. That's going to be Moraley Myers. But before that happens, looks like we're going to get a timeout called. And so as to save my voice, we're going to take 30 seconds.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
And we're back out of the timeout. Braham leads 62-28 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Morelli Myers is into the game now for Braham. Myers, the 5'6" freshman. She's come in a couple times this year for Braham and hit a couple of big threes in some late games. See if they try and get her open here. Meanwhile, good movement of the ball here for Braham. They try to go inside to Rysam. It was initially supposed to be stolen away but by Emily Ripplinger, but Rysam, she refuses to let that happen. She gets it back and lays it in for 264-28. Here's Heeson with it, and she tries to find Lenners. That pass just a little too far out of her reach, and the ball will go back to Braham on the turnover, 64-28. No running clock yet. That'll happen after the halfway mark. Rysdam gives over to Bridget Golly, now to Myers. Give back to Rysdam, now inside to Mackenzie Golly. Trying to, I think she wanted to go with the fadeaway. She tries to give to Myers. Myers, could not keep it on their side as she went back to get the ball. Her foot slipped over half court, and it will wind up being over and back. So inbound now. Again, 23 is Emily Ripplinger, just wearing a different number. She gives to Heeson. And now to Heeson again. She wanted 3 with 5 to shoot. Trying to go. It's going to be stolen away. Bridget Golly with the steal. Rysdam drives. Puts up a shot through contact. There's not many players who can do something like that while they're almost, it seems like they're losing the ball, but it's because of the contact there. The contact forces her to kind of fumble it. She somehow keeps hold of it and still drops it in for 2. And now we've got an Upsala player down, as looked like possibly Ava Kunke and Lenners collided, and Lenners is down and Kunke in some discomfort as well. Ah, man. Ava Kunke says she's okay. And unfortunately, she picks up the foul along with it, sadly. So Ava Kunke is okay. That's what matters. And into the game will be Grace Kunke. But unfortunately, sadly, Lenners is still down, and she's up now. So Lenners is able to get up and walk off, looks like mostly under her own power. And we'll just hope and pray that she is okay. Never ever want to see anybody get hurt. That is not at all what we ever want to see, so. Everybody looks to be okay. Lenners got up under her own power. Back to the sideline. Ava Kunke also okay. That's what we want. Meanwhile, now Upsala will try and inbound. They'll try and go here to Emily Ripplinger, and nearly stolen away. Heeson gets it. Now try and get it there to Gable. This pass is going to be off the mark. It's going to be last touch by Upsala, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Braham will get it back. 66-28, 10 minutes to go. Davis gives to Myers, now to Schockman. Back to Davis. Give now to Grace Kunke. Kunke. Go to Schockman. Schockman to Davis. Davis wanted to find Beck inside, just nothing doing inside. She spin moves, gives out to Schockman. Schockman, again, not afraid to take it from long range. That's going to be off the mark, and Gable will pick it up. And now Gable with it. Gives it to Pilarski. Pilarski going to drive towards the basket, and they're going to get Beck for the foul. Beck not pleased with it. I don't know. I'm not at a good angle enough to see. I don't even think they called Beck on it. I think they actually called Maraley Myers, which it's her first. And Pilarski will shoot 2. First one's no good. And Pilarski no good on that one. Schockman. Schockman was near it, but it went out of bounds, and it will be Braham ball. Davis looking. She wants to go inside to Beck. They want to find an outlet to get Beck open inside, but good defense, and now they finally get it to her. Now they get it back outside to Myers for 3. It's just off the mark, and Pilarski will get the rebound. Pilarski holding on to it. Being bothered by Davis. She'll hand it off to Heeson. She gets by. Now they find Pilarski underneath. Pilarski trying to get by Beck. She drops it in for 2, and that'll draw the and 1. So Pilarski drops it in for 2, and the possible and 1 opportunity. They're going to get this foul on Beck, her second. Team's 4th. And Lenez and Bridget Gawley check in for Davis and Jenna Beck. And Pilarski trying to make it a 3-point play. And she does. So Pilarski with the 3-point play makes it 66-31. And Braham with it now. Here's Myers. Give the Bridget Gawley. Going inside to Lenez. Back out to Myers. They'll go over to the far side, Grace Kunke. Kunke trying to drive. Wanted to go inside to Lenez. That ball's up for grabs. And it is going to be stolen away by Emily Ripplinger on the steal. Gable gives back outside Pilarski for 3. That's going to be no good. Battle for the rebound. Grace Kunke thought she had it, but not the case. And you're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Upsala. Emily Ripplinger will inbound here to, is that number 3, which is Sierra Bensi. So Bensi into the game for Upsala. Meanwhile, Gable with it with 10 seconds to shoot. Now 9, now 8. Give now to Morgan Ripplinger. She'll give to Gable. A long 2 is off the mark. Easy rebound for Schockman. Quickly up the court to Bridget Gawley. And just off the side of the rim, no good. Emily Ripplinger with the rebound for Upsala. She's going to take it back the other way and try. And are they going to get the charge, or is it going to be a foul, a blocking foul? It will be looking like a blocking foul on Schockman. It'll be her 3rd. Team's, 5th now? And running clock as we're past the halfway mark. 6.5 minutes to go. Again, running clock. And Ava Kunke back into the game, which is good news because involved in a collision earlier, but she's okay. And right before the 5-second inbound violation gets called, a timeout is called by Upsala. Go ahead and look like it is a minute. Well, while we got a moment, we'll go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
We're back. The second game of the doubleheader, a little bit more lopsided than the first. First game saw Braham win by, I think it was, 8 points at the end of it, but it was, close throughout the entirety of it. But then here in the second game, Braham will get, actually, coming out of the timeout, they're going to get a steal on the inbound. Bridget Golly gets the steal, gives up to Ava Kunke. Ava will slow it down a little bit. Gives now to Lenez, hands now to Grace Kunke. And Grace Kunke will look, give back to Bridget Golly. Thought about going to Ava, but now we'll find Myers. Myers gets around one, puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound up for grabs. It's going to be Morgan Ripplinger with the rebound. Morgan Ripplinger will let the offense get in front and slow things down. She gives to Pilarski. Pilarski has an easy drive to the basket. She draws a foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. 5:40 to go. And checking into the game for Braham will be Avery Johnson at some point. Avery Johnson, a junior. And Avery Johnson checks in for Bridget Golly. The first from Pilarski was no good on her first of 2 free throws. This one is good. So 1 of 2 makes it 66-32. Again, we've got running clock. And Myers trying to drive. She'll give on the far side to Grace Kunke, now to Ava. Ava looks to Lenez, to Myers for 3. Just off the mark. Rebound there by Emily Ripplinger. She'll give over to Morgan. Morgan will take the long 2. It's good. It's a long 2. Make it 66-34. Grace Kunke now to Myers, to Lenez. Back to Myers. Myers will again shoot from 3. That one just off the mark. Rebound for Morgan Ripplinger once again. And she's going to try and take it all the way. Shot is no good. Rebounded there by Johnson. Grace Kunke up to Ava. Ava will look and she'll pull it down, give it to Lenez. Lenez now back to Ava Kunke. Ava will give it over to Myers. Over to Grace Kunke. She'll go inside to Lenez. Had it poked away. Grace gets it back. Maybe, yes, no. And we draw a jump ball. Had to wait a second. Possession arrow will favor Braham, so Bombers hold on to it. Checking in now for Upsala is number 4. That's Bianca Mrozek. Also checking in for Braham will be number 10. That is freshman Bristol Lakeberg. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Myers deep, 3 off the mark. Rebounded though. Oh, I thought it was rebounded by Johnson. They're going to get a jump ball. Well, good job by Johnson just to at least get a hand on it. And one more sub here for Upsala. This will be number 13. And number 13 is Emily Ashbrook, excuse me. Morgan Ripplinger looked at it from 3. She'll pull it down instead. Shot is no good, and a rebound is going to be another jump ball. Possession arrow this time will favor Braham. So they'll get it back. 2.5 minutes to go. JV squad is in for both sides. For the most part, yes. It is all JV now for Braham. So, and Upsala, although Morgan Ripplinger was a starter. So Braham just kind of moving the ball around. Obviously, they know they don't need to score. A 3 here is going to come up short. But it's Avery Johnson with the rebound. Give to Myers now. She'll give over to Ava Kunke. Now back to Myers. And just move the ball around. They know they don't necessarily need to score. Just need to take some more time off the clock. 7 seconds to shoot. 6, 5. Myers will take it from long 2, and Myers finally gets the 2 to fall. Meanwhile, 14 will check in for Upsala. That's Brooklyn Schmidt. And checking in for Braham was, let's see, number 1. And can't see the other one. 1 and 33. Want to make sure I give credit to those young ladies. 1 is Sierra Lily. 33 is Zoanne Klassman. Shot here is no good. And rebounded there nicely by Avery Johnson. That's her 3rd already. Well, Klassman with it. Very good volleyball player for this Braham squad. She gives it over to Lily. Sierra Lily with it. Now backs it out to Lakeberg. To Klassman. Inside, tried to get it to Lakeberg. Lakeberg and an Upsala defender are going to battle for it. It will be jump ball. Possession arrow favors Upsala. Another substitution here for Upsala, getting their JV in as well. Erica Johnson into the game. And Upsala takes it down the other way. This pass nearly stolen away. Another jump ball. Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. So this time it will go back to Braham. 68-34 is the difference on that scoreboard, and the shot clock is off, and that should pretty much do it. Braham should just look to dribble out the rest of the clock here. And Sierra Lily will give now to Ava Kunke, back to Lily, back to Klassman. Again, they'll just continue to move the ball around, and that's going to pretty much seal this one up. So the final here in this one, the Bombers get the victory 68-34 over Upsala, and the Bombers get the sweep over the Cardinals here in this doubleheader. The girls win, as do the boys. And the Bombers win game number 2 as well. So that's going to do it. We'll take a commercial break, and then we'll be back for the Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame show after word from our fine sponsors.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back here for the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show, where Pizza Pub of Pine City, you can go ahead and meet your friends for your favorite pizza and wings and watch your favorite team play at the Pizza Pub of Pine City. Taking a look at the stats here for this one, leading the way for Upsala was Pilarski with 12, 8 for Lenners, 7 for Gable, 5 for Ripplinger, Emily Ripplinger that is, and 2 for Morgan Ripplinger. They had 5 steals and 6 total team fouls. On the other side, for your Braham Bombers leading the way was Morgan Rysdam with 30 points. Then you had 9 for Shockman, Emily Davis, and Mackenzie Golly. 4 for Lauren Lennes, 2 for Myers and Jenna Beck. Rebound-wise, it was Rysdam with 7, 5 for Davis. They had 19 steals as a team. 6 of them came from Morgan Rysdam. That should not be too surprising. 3 blocks, 2 of them came from Rysdam, and they had only 11 team fouls in a 68-34 victory over the Upsala Cardinals. So for Braham, another win here to add to their total for the season. They now move to 6-3 on the year, and will move to 4-0 in the section. So they are now 4-0 in section play, 6-3 overall. Not a bad start for this ladies team for the Bombers basketball. And they will look to continue that on into next week. Now what's coming up for them here to start the new year? Well, next week they travel to Pine City on Tuesday. Then they host Aiken on Thursday. And then we'll travel to East Central on Friday. So it's a busy week next week for them as they get 2 road games and only 1 at home. And then the week after that, they have 2 games, both at home, where they'll host Pine River Bacchus and North Branch. So a really good 5-game stretch coming up for the Braham girls, as that's who they will face there next week and the week after. Again, I want to thank all of you who tuned in here for this one. I appreciate you, our loyal listeners, who tune in for every game, and it's because of you that I continue to be employed and have a job to do, so I appreciate that. And also want to give a shout-out to our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we cover. It's because of them that we get to bring you these games for free. So also don't want to forget that either, because they deserve all the shout-out in the world. So huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors. But again, here, Braham, the first half, they got going, and it was like, okay, might be a blowout. I mean, it did wind up being lopsided, but it was like, okay, this might be, they could score 100 points. Then Upsala got things going offensively, and it was like, oh, boy, is Upsala going to make the comeback? No, they got it back within 10, and that was all the closer that they would get. They got to halftime. It was 37-25. And then Braham's defense and offense started to get hot there at the start of the second half. They held Upsala to 9 second-half points, while they scored 31 themselves. And a lot of those 31 points came within the first 5 minutes. A lot of them came from Rysdam as well. She scored 18 here in the second half. So a good game for Braham on both sides. Both their boys and girls teams get the victory. The boys won 74-66. The girls 68-34. And that is going to do it for our doubleheader coverage here in Braham. I want to, again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank our fine sponsors. If you want to keep up to date with all things local sports, the best way to do that is right here on this channel every weekday on the morning show with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates, where we'll talk about this game, all the other games from the past week, from the past Friday and weekend, games that are coming up that night, and the games that we'll be covering. Plus, you'll hear some clips from players and coaches as well. Another way to stay up to date is our website at wcmpradio.com, where you can find the links for the games that we'll be at. Go to our website, go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule, and that is where you'll find all the links for the games that we'll be at during the week. That is subject to change. Also on our website, you can find coaches and players' full interviews on there, as well as articles from games we have been at that you can read, and you'll see it and read it from our perspective as well. Another way you can stay tuned is our social medias, tongue twister right there. Our Facebook and Instagram at WCMP Radio, and then our Twitter or X at Q Media Sports for all things and more having to do with local sports. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do to stay up to date with local sports, especially on this YouTube channel. If you're subscribed, you'll get all the notifications that will take you right to the live video. Once again, it's a sweep here in this doubleheader for Upsala, or for Braham over Upsala, as both Braham teams get the win over the Upsala Cardinals. That's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make someone's day. And as a Christian man myself, it is our job as Christians, and just I think as people in general, to love everybody. Love thy neighbor. Love your enemy. And we need more love in the world today. So if you got a New Year's resolution, add that to it, because we definitely need more love. But again, the final here in the second game, Braham beats Upsala 68-34. In the boys' game, Braham beat Upsala 74-66. For Cool Country WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Friday night and a great rest of your weekend.
ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.